1, 2, 3, 4.
Justin and Jiah are a couple of guys who know they're gonna die, so they're biding time by consuming content and wasting their breath. It's a podcast called Amusing Ourselves to Death.
Are you more of a Calvin or a Hobbes?
More of a Calvin, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially with the hair. Like,
Yeah.
I have a cowlick, so I was related to someone with messy hair.
There you go.
And disappointed his parents, so.
Perfect.
Not so much the toy tiger thing, but.
Yeah.
But also growing up in the woods, he used to go on all these adventures, and I used to get lost in the woods with some friends of mine, Just
Cool.
like doing the innocuous things, just like not even like doing drugs or drinking or hooking up with women. We're just like, let's just go ride through the woods. Yeah. And we won't tell anybody where we're going, so.
Where did you grow up?
Near Quakertown, Pennsburg.
Oh, Pennsburg. Okay.
At Perkiomen Valley.
Yeah.
Home of the problematic Indians.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if they changed that or not. But
Probably not.
I mean, my high school team was the Indians. Mm-hmm. Then they changed it to the Big Blue.
Really? Mine was the Terriers.
The Terriers.
Ooh.
That's also
scrappy.
problematic. Yeah.
Very scrappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many championships did the Terriers win?
So many. I mean, everyone was so... Like, teams would just show up and, like, they would faint. They were so scared.
Wow.
Like, whoa, the Terriers.
Ooh.
Whoa.
It's a good show, Terriers. I'd recommend it, but you can't watch it without paying for it, so...
What is that on?
It was on FX in 2010. It was about a private eye and an ex-thief, and they teamed up and solved mysteries in Long Beach, California. And it was transcendent television. One season. Had a bad title, Terriers. And I mean, there was very little dogs in the show, but Terriers was meant to evoke, like, they're scrappy, they fight back, you can't...
Geez.
Yeah. You can't back... They got fire under their asses, and they're small, and they got the weight of the world in their necks, but... By God, they'll solve the case. They're Terriers.
Jeez.
Yeah. We're here today. We are recording.
Yeah, we're recording. Yeah.
Okay.
We're
trying something to do where we're just kind of getting right into it. But welcome to Amusing Ourselves to Death, the podcast where we talk about the content we love. XYZ, placeholder copy right here. I'm Jiah Peck.
I'm Justin Passano.
And the guest today, none other than Tami Cantilina.
Yes. Good job.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You've got like a sultry after midnight like DJ voice going on, Jay.
I'm on 1 hour of sleep right now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cantilina.
I'm also exhausted.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling, Tami?
I'm a little tired. I went to visit my grandma in the dementia unit today. So that was exhausting.
Is this the same grandma who cooks for 35 people every Sunday?
That's Grammy cooks.
All right.
Nana's in the dementia unit.
Oh, Nana. Grammy and Nana. Okay.
Yeah. So that's just, you go there and you're like, you. Like, I hope I tap out before I ever get to that kind of place.
To the dementia ward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want that either.
No, everyone's just like yelling things. My grandma told 2 guys to shut up. It's horrible. You go there, it's horrible. It smells like poop.
Yeah, I used to have to go to one at the old hospital I worked at because I'd have to deliver supplies up there, and they would always try to escape with you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They would just follow closely behind you, and when you open the doors, and then they try to get out with you, and then it's like, no, you got to stay inside. And they're like, let me out of here.
You're kind of in prison. Sorry.
Right.
There's one woman who always screamed, they're hurting me. They're hurting me. Ugh,
it's the worst.
I miss that job.
And these people had like good lives, you feel like, now like this is their lives. It's just real sad.
I mean, they must have had good lives if they can afford.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's paying for that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on. Let's be real here. Yeah. They had their time, and now.
My mom has
could be student loans. You pick that out.
It's the student.
You'll never pay those off though.
My mom has this whole theory about how like modern medicine is keeping us alive way too long, and we should all be dead by like 75ish, 80 at the most. We just keep pumping ourselves with medicine.
The earth is trying to purge us, but we just keep hanging on like a tick or some kind of parasite.
I mean, the mind itself, I don't think was built to last more than like 50, 60 years.
Probably not.
As time starts speeding up every year, and just it can only hold so much, and it starts leaking out information. And
I mean, I'm 33 now; my brain's shot.
Right, same. I kind of remember. My dad asked me like, "What you do on Friday night?" I had like we went to the Synced Up show, but I couldn't. For like a minute, I was like, what did I do Friday night? I don't know.
Yeah,
what's happening?
Well, on that note, speaking of memory lane, the past,
the 90s, when all was good,
when our brains worked better than they did now.
Best time of my life was this era.
You peaked in the 90s.
Yep.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm
I peaked around 2004, so like a little past 90s, but nothing like not too recent. So.
I think I peaked 2001, and my mom told me that I peaked in 2001. There's a photo of me at my freshman homecoming dance, and she was like, "That's when you looked your best."
Oh.
She told me.
I peaked in. I think I'm peaking right now.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you that. I think
see-
you're
it's
peaking.
It's not one
thank
peak. You peak, the valley, peak, valley,
Yeah,
peak,
yeah.
valley. It's like an art rate.
It's one of
you
your
know?
peaks, yeah.
And then cliff.
Yeah.
And then you go off, and then it's over.
And you're lemming, yeah.
Then you're lemming, yeah. Well, on that note,
We're here to talk about. Tammy suggested we were trying to get you on to guest the last couple of months or so. Really, I think you're back on like our original list of guest
Wow.
stars we wanted.
Thanks, guys.
Coveted guest stars. We're talking about today about the Saved by the Bell Wedding in Las Vegas TV movie.
Oh my gosh.
which is the final. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that
the
was-
final
this was-
iteration of it, right? That's
yes,
it.
Yes. So they went to they had their original cast with Miss Bliss. Then she left, and the Save by the Bell as we know it happened. Then they
Wait,
went,
Miss Bliss? What's that?
She was their original teacher.
That was like the original first season. It was like Miss Bliss's time in Mississippi. I don't know what the name was, but
Wait, what?
yeah, there was like a whole nother show before Saved by the Bell with the same characters.
With like Zach and Lisa. Mm-hmm. I think and maybe
Screech, right?
Yeah.
It was called Miss Bliss something?
It was
called-
like something Miss Bliss. I
didn't know
think it was
that.
like Good,
it's
good
called
Morning.
Good
Miss-
Morning, Miss Bliss.
Yes.
What were they, like toddlers then?
It was
'Cause
like
I'm
middle
Well, they
schoolish
were
kind
pretty
of.
young. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty fucking young in like the original Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a thing before Saved
Originally,
by
they
the Bell.
was supposed to be focused on Miss Bliss.
Right.
But then,
And
like,
she was,
everyone
this kind of
fell in
British
love with
school
the
teacher.
kids. Yes.
And they retold it after like I think 13 episodes or so, and I think they maybe some characters left and
Yeah.
some retained, and but this is years later.
Right. So then we did the Save by the Bell, the high school years, like we all know and love.
Yeah, that's what I grew up with.
Yes. And then they went off to
The college,
college
years.
years.
The college years.
the college
yeah.
years.
Which I enjoyed a little bit.
Right.
Like I still watched it. It was fun to see them deal with.
Well, I did research on this because I couldn't remember how the college years ended and how that tied into the wedding. But I looked it up, and Kelly wasn't originally in the college years, but she transferred because she loved Zach so much.
Of course, you can't.
You're right. So then,
True love.
yeah. So then I think it was only on for like one season, the college years. It was not on very long. And I feel like once Kelly came, everyone else's storylines dropped. It was just a focus pretty much on Zach and Kelly. That's what the audience wanted.
So all the narrative hype about their wedding was all laid in the previous that whole season of the college years. Like
I think
why
like
they
the
wanted
last
to get married.
episode. So the last episode that was like in the college years was they wanted like their college pastor to marry them, but he wouldn't because he came to see their dorm, their huge dorm they both shared with their friends, and there was like a stripper there and like a bachelorette party happening. Ooh. And then at the end, like the last like 3 minutes of the show, Zach's like, Kelly's like, let's just go to Reno, and he's like, no, a wife of mine's getting married in Reno. It's too like gross. We're going to Vegas.
Was that his proposal?
No, he proposed earlier.
Oh, he proposed earlier.
He proposed
okay.
probably in like the episode before.
And this is what the party thing was about.
Yes.
Okay, all
So
right.
they were, like,
were you
engaged.
watching
There's
this
a lot of
live? Like
steps.
as a kid, were you watching all these
Every
episodes live?
Saturday, yeah.
Every
This was like my
Saturday?
Saturday morning.
I see that this college year, this wedding plans episode with the bachelor party, it aired February 8th of 1994. That was a whole whopping 8 months later in October when the Saved by the Bell wedding in Las Vegas aired. So you had those 8 months to like
Yeah.
kind of wait in pins and needles. How's it gonna go?
It was 1994, you said?
Well, it's 1994.
Yes, I was 8, so I didn't have a whole lot going on. So I was really looking
Time
forward
moved slowly
to
back then. Remember?
It did.
I was 11. I watched this live. Well, it was originally aired as a two-parter, right? It was like the first 2 episodes was one night, and then the next 2 episodes was like
I think so.
the next night.
Because
I
I was
believe.
like, because this is broken down now to 4 parts on Hulu, and I was like, this is going to take forever, and they were like 22 minutes long.
Well, I mean,
each.
I don't have ad-free, so it took a while for me.
Wow.
And my God, there were a lot of ads for
Yeah,
this.
was there?
You, want
Yeah.
you can borrow my login if you want. I got ad free, baby.
Ad-free,
Please.
baby?
I'll give you my ad free, baby.
I don't know if I want to cancel my Hulu. It's got all my Hulu on
You can
there.
have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk
You can set
about
your own
it.
profile. You know.
Okay, I'm a control freak.
Look,
we'll see.
we got a lot of content we'll be covering this shit.
All right, I'm already using
next year,
Anthony's.
so-
I'm using mine. And what am I?
Look,
Some kind of Hulu
Whore.
You know,
whore.
you'll pay it
Whore.
back.
Kind of Hulu whore.
Whore.
Before we get too deep into this, because I see Tammy has a page of notes.
We got-
I
I
have 4 pages of notes.
have more notes than I'm taking. Whoa.
Something just went out.
I think I
Yeah,
touched the
that
part.
happened last time too. I don't know what that
Oh.
was. It's we're good. I don't know what that was. Anyway, I have more notes that I remember taking. So
There's a lot. A lot happens.
what we do on the show here after we welcome you, and you feel welcomed.
You feel welcomed?
warm.
I have water. Yeah, I feel very welcome.
Okay. Speaking of, this is also a tradition, is Jiah and I will be drinking, what are we drinking today,
We're
Jiah?
still drinking the same as we were drinking last time, the passion fruit sparkling water from Wegmans.
Weggies. We're still working through that case.
It's called Wegmans. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, that was good, Jiah.
All right. That portion of the show is out of the way.
And this is me drinking water out of a cup.
Oh, wow. I thought there was going to be a sip in there, but it was just the gulp.
I'm more of a gulper.
It's the finest Primo 5-gallon from Lowe's.
Great.
From Lowe's.
Wow.
Now, do you shop at Lowe's otherwise? Or you go there
No,
just
I
for
just
the
go
water?
to Lowe's just for refilling these 2 water gallons. Well, I drop off the empties and I pick up 2 new ones, and that's my exercise for the whole month.
What made you go to Lowe's to get water?
That's just where they sell these, and they have like a receptacle.
Okay.
And I thrive on routine, and just like that's what they have. I know they have them there, so I just go to the one down the street from here, or the others down the street from here.
Wow.
I go to Lowe's for 4 things. I go for spray paint. I go for salt. I go for keys. I make copies of keys.
How often do you do that?
Yeah, how many copies of
Are you a
keys do you
janitor?
make?
What's happening?
I'm going there tomorrow. I'm gonna make, or not tomorrow, not New Year's Eve, but
No.
I was gonna go
That'd be
tonight.
crazy.
Didn't have time. No, Jamie put new locks on our doors, so I got to make another copy of a key. But I've made copies of keys twice in the past month.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was 3 things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The fourth thing would have to be probably shovels.
Shovels. A lot of shovels.
I burn through shovels.
Bleach.
Burn
Rags.
through shovels and rags.
Trash bags.
Yeah. The
Tape.
usual stuff.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Tape. Yeah. I use a lot of Gorilla tape. A lot of Gorilla tape. But yeah, what we like to do on the show is we have something called an amusing aperitif.
Oh yeah.
Which is something that you're into right now, like maybe this week, the past couple weeks that you've been maybe watching or reading or experiencing that you're into right now, like a small thing you could just touch on. I can, if you want to go first, or we can go
Sure.
first, and then...
I am watching You on Netflix,
I'm
season
gonna
2.
piggyback on this because I'm also watching You. I have nothing else, so
It's-
You's great.
I'm on like episode 4 or 5, I think. Everyone loves it. I
Yeah.
don't love it as
I'm on
much as
episode 5
season
too.
1.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's amazing. I'm like,
Is this the Instagram story you posted about the improv
it's
crowd?
a lot. There's a big improv.
There is an
focus.
improv story this year. Yeah.
Bizarre. And Chris D'Elia. Is that his name? D'Elia? Chris
Delia.
Delia.
Long hair. He was
yeah.
on that show with Whitney Cummings a couple years ago.
Yeah, he's in it, but he plays like a creepster comedian, and I hate when people play like themselves. I mean, maybe he's not a creepster. I don't know his personal life, but I hate when people play the like very close to themselves in like TV shows. Like he's like a stand-up comedian, and he's playing a stand-up comedian. Like I hated A Star Is Born because like Lady Gaga played Lady Gaga. Like it's just I don't know why they don't like make them change.
It's like they're not really doing any work because they're just playing themselves. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, really, you can't play like an airline pilot or something.
Right, like I
something
wish
to be
like Lady
said.
Gaga played like a Florence and the Machine, or like like something like that. Not like, oh, you're dancing and wearing crazy clothes. You're playing Lady Gaga.
But just for some context, just in the show, if you don't know, or anyone, it's called You. It's on Netflix. It's about this guy named Joe, and
He was in Gossip Girl.
He narrates
Penn Badgley, her name.
Penn Badgley.
Didn't this season 2 right now
Season
that you're
2.
on? Okay, 'cause
Season
I
1
think
dropped
season 1
early, like-
made waves last
Yeah.
year.
Actually,
People
like back in
being
January, like of this year,
that it was creepy.
It was
There was
Yeah.
some
popping.
creepy
'Cause, yeah.
character.
He's a psychopath.
It's kind of like a mix with like Dexter and I want to say The Shield, just because of like he's always getting in like himself into tight corners.
Yeah.
He's basically it's like he gets in relationships with women, and he like manipulates events just so they kind of he
stalks
keeps his
them.
games going, and he like kills people who get in the way. But we're all like kind of imprisoned in his point of view, and he's narrating the entire thing. So like,
Yes.
you kind of like see like. You just see how he justifies every action he makes, and he's kind of talking to his love. literally
Love. Her name's Love, and her twin brother's name is 40.
Yeah.
It's very tennis based. Very
Yeah.
tennis
Season
based
one
and
took-
improv based.
Season 1 took place in New York. Season 2 is now in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Some plot lines linger from the previous season, and it's fascinating. I mean, I kind of like hesitate to recommend it because it's just like you really want to watch this show about a creeper guy who's just kind of.
But some of it like makes sense. Like the one part was how like you should, if you have like ADT protection in your house, you shouldn't put the sticker in your window because then people know how to like hack into your system.
Oh.
And I was like, that's so smart, because you think like, oh, I'm showing, thieves that you have a text message? Wow.
No, so hang on a second. I got an important email from Expedia. They're having a sale.
Are they changing their private policies?
No, they
For
just said
data handling?
I'm on a list for tickets under $200 for
To
flights. I think just
Anywhere.
in general.
That's cool.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Yeah, that was important.
Clearly it was. Yeah.
Sorry, I that's the email I was waiting for. That's why I had it
Open and
Notification.
open and ready to
vibrate.
go.
Yeah.
So you got my full attention now. Thank
Cool.
you.
Well, that's it.
What's
That's all we have.
what's you about?
So yeah, you was about like a psychopath guy
Yeah.
who like kills people and he falls in love, and now
Okay.
he's out in LA and essentially doing the same thing. And he
said-
has like this big like plastic.
It's got like a Hannibal Lecter like glass
Cage.
cage. In season one, he
he, like-
has it in the bookstore he works at. Like,
Yeah,
in the
and
basement
then it shows
there.
up in California in a storage unit.
Yeah, he's got a storage unit. And he's just like storing this thing, and
It's a little stupid.
it
Like,
is.
you're like,
It's a very dumb show at times, but it's very entertaining the way they use like technology and text messaging and social media. How the guy just kind of uses that to make things go his way.
yeah,
He's also like a big reader. He's like a
big
book guy.
Yeah.
I was reading like Russian novels.
Okay.
Great talent. Yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you?
I'm
face
taking a stance. I recommend you.
Yeah, it's nice to just throw it on and you watch it.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, a lot of tension filled scenes. Sometimes like it
A
strains
lot of
the
sex.
a lot of
Oh, all
sex.
right. Well, I'm
yeah.
100% in now.
I thought the girl in the first season was like such a babe.
Yes.
Beck. Yeah, Beck.
This is Babe in the first season.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think the second girl was pretty.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And
Horseface.
Yeah, she just like
No, it's just
She-
different. I
yeah.
don't know. Maybe it's the whole LA setting.
she's rich. Ugh,
Ugh.
gross.
No, give me your poor, you're
Yeah.
tired, and your huddled masses.
Give me a
That's who I
girl.
wanna
Give me
hump.
a blonde who owns a brownstone in Manhattan. That's all I want. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, you just
I
want
want a
to.
rich
She's still
New York
struggling,
girl.
you know?
Yeah,
You just want a place to crash on the weekends.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go do a show at a UCB, then you crash at her house.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Eh,
but
hey.
not like in a weird neighborhood. You know?
Yeah, No, not
like a weird
no
neighborhood, no.
No five.
You want a
floor
good amount of
walk up.
strollers
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. That means you're fine.
I want like an Aubon Pan across the street. you know?
oh,
What's
it's
that?
Aubon Pan.
like a chain of bakery.
You know Aubon Pans.
No, I don't.
I've never. I
They're
see
like
them in New
French
York.
bistro franchises, like coffee
A
shops.
lot of croissants.
Oh, okay.
Bagels and croissants. Yeah.
All right. Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
that's
you on
you.
Netflix. All
Yeah,
right.
you.
on Netflix. Yeah.
You.
Great.
Yeah.
You.
You.
Oh,
I
it's
also
me.
started playing Mancala.
Oh.
Have you ever
The
played
board game?
Mancala? Yeah, with like the wooden. It's a wooden board that folds up.
No, I've never actually
You
played
we
that.
should play. It's very fun.
I've played Othello.
Oh, I played that at my grandma's house when I was younger.
Oh, okay, I played Strategio
What's that?
with my grandma. It's a game.
We
Where
gotta do a board game podcast.
Yeah.
You know, just talk. Just literally, we can just played a game. Hey guys, that chess. You know, they were onto something, man.
Yeah, hey, yeah. This is a review of chess. No, I'm just playing God of War right now. A video
God of
game.
War, the 2018 PS4 classic game of the year.
Yeah, what is it? Is it?
I think it won game of the year a lot. It's kind of
Is
a
it?
reboot of the franchise. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Is that a shooty game?
No, it's more of like a hack and slash type game.
What is that?
No guns. You have a
knife?
You're a character who is literally a god. It takes place in like, back like with Athena and Zeus and all those people.
Medusa.
Medusa. Yeah,
Is
I think
she in
you.
it?
No, I think you rip her apart in like the
course.
second game or something like that. Yeah, it's a very violent game, but you play. You're a god, and
The God of War.
you're the god of war, and you have a son. And now it seems like the god of war has retired and is living in the mountains, and his wife just died. So now they're like, I'm at the point in the game where they're just taking her ashes up a mountain. And so far, I've fought a bunch of monsters.
A lot of giants. And
I have an axe
flying
that is
things.
frozen, and I hit people with it, and it freezes them, and I can throw it, and then I hit triangle, and it comes back to me.
Gotta hit triangle.
Wow.
Gotta get it back.
Got to get it back. It's I'm having a hard time really getting into it and really having it pull me in like the old games. I feel like there's, I don't know,
Like old games like from your childhood or old games?
the old
like,
God of War games. This is like
Okay.
the fourth or fifth in the series
okay.
because it used to be for PS2 or PS3. And they were just more just like, oh, I'm picking up and playing this, and it's just the whole point of it's like incredibly violent, but you're fighting like these giants, and it's like these huge battle scenes, and like everything's very gory. Whereas now it's like a very slow start and more of like an open world thing where I'm just looking for thing, like to find treasure chests, and then these
A lot of
skeletons
side quests
appear.
that I found. Like, why are we doing side quests?
Yeah,
Aren't we, like
side
bringing
quests,
my
yeah.
dead wife's ashes to the top of the mountain with my son? And
Dying more than I feel like I should. I lowered the difficulty because I feel like I'm just not. I don't like the
You
combat
can change
as much.
the difficulty?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. There's like 5 levels of difficulty.
What do you want? Easy?
I'm one above that. The one that says like, looking for a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
We're mostly here for the story.
yeah, I was
is what
always
it
like,
literally
just the
says.
story, folks.
Just the story, folks.
That's what I'd be into. I used to always play Tomb Raider.
Oh, okay.
But I only did where you got to just like walk around the house and swim in the pool.
Oh yeah, you can trap the butler in the closet and all that. And
So this is basically
Yeah.
The Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just me as Lara Croft, like
yeah,
walking
the training mission
and going in
yeah.
the pool.
Just living as her in a
Yeah.
house.
That was fun.
Going in the pool. That's all I did.
Yeah, going in
This
the
is
pool.
fun.
Okay. Just the pool.
Yeah, I didn't want to like fight anyone. I didn't want to like have to do much. Just like to go in
Take
the
a
pool.
dip in the pool. Would she swim around?
Yeah,
Could you like hit a button and she'd like dive down?
I think so. Yeah, that's.
Could you jump into the pool? Or
I think
did you
so,
mostly
yeah.
Just walk into it.
I think he jumped and then
You
you went.
jump in and then you get out and she's like,
Oh,
Yeah,
every
okay.
time she like scrunch, she just like herself.
And,
Giant gross.
Jesus. Inbound pool,
Apologies.
above ground pool. Change the subject here.
It was in ground pool. She was rich. She was like an old house.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
1 hour sleep, folks.
She orgasms.
Jai gets real pervy after.
I mean,
1
let's
hour.
be honest. That's why most boys play that
Right.
game.
She had huge boobs.
Yeah.
Huge boobs.
Once we had like the nude skin sheet, everyone was playing around with that, So
The what?
there's a nude skin sheet where you download a patch that you can like replace the character model of Lara Croft with a nude version of Lara Croft. So she's just running around the game naked.
Was this common for everyone else? I didn't know this. Did you know this?
I didn't have a PlayStation. I could never play that
It was
game.
for the PC version because you can hack. it
Weren't you
easily.
nervous your mom would walk in?
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm still I'm still just like I'm playing in my apartment alone. Like, let me
Do
turn
you still
my.
play that, Jai?
I don't play. No, not anymore.
Ew.
No.
I mean, I had an embarrassing moment when I was playing this game Oblivion, and I made this elf lady. She was my character, and then I realized I never put pants on her, but only when everybody was watching me play this game. Like everybody came over, we're gonna go get dinner, and she's like, "Oh, what are you playing?" Like a few friends of mine. I'm like, "Oh, I'm playing Oblivion," and I hit the button where the camera zooms out because it's a first person, and then they're like, "Why are you not wearing any pants?" And first of all, I'm like playing I have a female avatar, and she's not wearing pants, so I just look like a creep.
Yeah.
They did keep the that aspect of it because I played the most recent Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Uh,
Rise of the Tomb Raider or whatever.
yeah, there's
the reboot.
they're very violent death scenes. Like there's one scene where if you don't hit a button at the right time, you're going down a river. A branch goes through your through your face, and she does herself still. She goes as the.
Anyway, why? I don't like that.
I don't like it either. And this episode
We're
will
gonna
not
bleep
air.
that out.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep that out. I will put a. I'll just put a bleep. Yep. I'll do the.
She pooped herself.
Yeah, she pooped.
Well, it's not like she shit herself.
Shit herself.
Shit.
Anyway, cool. Those are our amusing aperitifs for.
This is our last
This
episode of
episode.
2019. Just a little. I mean, it's gonna
Wow,
be dropped in
closing it
2020,
off.
but this is the last one we're recording in the year of our
And-
Lord 2019.
Yes, it's true. This is it's
Of this decade.
December 30th, 9:03 p.m. So yeah, let's end this year in the way that Zach and Kelly and
Lisa
and
Screech
Screech and AC Slater ended their
And?
friendship by.
Jesse Spano.
Well, she's just at the end. I don't even consider her.
I
even
didn't know
being
who
in
that
this.
was. I got the sense that she had importance.
You know who
but
she was? Did you watch Saved by the Bell?
I didn't say this. Yeah, this was these 4 episodes of Wedding in Las Vegas were pretty much the only full episodes I've ever watched of this show.
Oh my gosh.
Which is a very weird experience.
Yeah.
You didn't, I feel like you didn't get as much as I did.
I think I watched clips over the years, just kind of living as a soldier of pop culture. I kind of got what was going on. Like I knew who the people were, but
Well,
clip
this show's
shows
very different because there's the theme song's gone,
Right.
which I do not agree with. I do not agree with.
Don't not.
Instead, replaced with the song "Live It Up" by Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Was that them?
That was them. Their hit song at the time, apparently.
Was it?
Live it up.
And nothing says, "Hey, we're teenagers getting married," like a Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Oh yeah, no, that relates to the youth of the '90s. Is Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Yeah.
What I do love, I guess, let's just get into the movie.
yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
So we watched these all on Hulu, I believe. They were all broken up into 4 distinct episodes. We talked about this.
Yeah,
but-
lots of ads.
Yeah.
Not for me.
For me.
Yeah.
I'm poor. Sorry.
So they're going to Vegas to get married.
Yeah. So it opens up with a very 90s montage of like the Crosby, Stills, Nash song.
Yeah.
And just like clips of like, this is Las Vegas. This is
Well,
Las
Vegas,
Vegas.
First
baby.
shot is of Sands Casino.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, I
Was
did
it?
notice that.
Sands, yeah. For those not familiar, Sands used to own a casino here where we live in Bethlehem.
Yeah.
They just sold
stone's
it.
throw away.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
stone's throw away. I saw the sign and it opened up
your
my eyes.
You saw the sign.
I saw the sign. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I didn't notice
Seeing-
that. That's
I
good
miss the Sands Casino.
Yeah, I don't like
You know?
Wind
Yeah.
Creek. Although I did win $40 there last
It
week.
kind of gave it like
Hey, congrats.
Thank you.
it gave legitimacy. It's like, oh yeah, it's like Frank Sinatra was here. You know, that's just I think of the Sands Casino and
Yeah.
But now like Wind Creek, like I'm sure they're great people and there's like a good organization and all that. But
It's like a
what
Michael
is Wind
Bublé
Creek?
at best.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Michael Boobs.
Stephen King novel I never read. You know.
Oh, Wind Creek?
Wind Creek. Yeah.
That'll be Castle Rock season 3. Wind Creek.
Yeah.
But yeah, great intro with "Live It Up" by Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Just this is Vegas, and
Right.
I don't know about how your versions ended, but mine ended very suddenly with just an immediate ad, right? With this like "Live It Up," and then just like an ad for like I don't know some crap.
A drug. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was very jarring. There was no fade out into the show. I just got to see this 30-second intro and then an ad. Like
Okay.
90 seconds of ads.
I noticed that there was what I believe is an O.J. Simpson Bronco being driven by
OJ?
by the boys, by Slater and the
Yeah,
guys.
what year was this? 94.
Yeah, 94 was the OJ incident.
Was it a Bronco? I don't really know
It
cars.
was a white Bronco.
But in this show, they
Oh,
were
I missed
driving-
that. I missed the Bronco there.
Okay.
I only remember the pink limo. That's all I remember
oh,
about.
we'll get to that.
And of course Lisa's pink convertible.
Red one, yeah.
Oh, it was red. Okay, sorry.
So the guys
life,
and the
guys.
girls are packing their bags. They're gonna go. We're gonna take a road trip to Vegas.
Well, first they go back to Bayside.
Yeah.
They go see which
Yeah.
this is the first time you really ever see a big shot of Bayside.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because the old show was like a shot
It was
in
a
studio.
studio. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was
It's a
maybe a
set.
few exterior shots, but they weren't actually walking around. It was
This
just-
is
No,
like
never.
some
Yeah.
random school where they're like, "Oh, this is Bayside. We'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
say this is Bayside."
The
And
sign
then-
says Bayside. So it's,
I was surprised they were talking about numbers. Just like Zach was like, "Oh, 112 times sent to the principal's office." Like, how is this kid not in jail or juvie? Like 112 times being sent to the principal's office for Screech like got stuffed
shoved
in,
into a
like,
locker 82 times.
82 times.
right.
Which I looked it up. There's
Yeah.
only 86 episodes of that original series, and I thought maybe it was like so. I guess 4 of them he didn't get shoved into them.
Well, remember they also went to like the Malibu Sands.
That's true.
Well, there wasn't.
That's true.
There wasn't lockers there.
Yeah. Sorry,
Did they
my
ever-
headphones came unplugged.
Did they ever go into the dynamics of those 3 guys? Like, why are the 2 jocks friend with this like just totally like
Oh
social?
my god. Yeah.
Well, Zach
Inert.
was childhood friends with Screech.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Slater
that's the only reason they're friends. Screech gets a pass.
But he's always like still getting him shit. Like, what is it like to
Oh,
be
so
you?
much
And
shit,
like,
yeah.
come on, Screech, get it together, man. You think like
Bullying.
all that time to be together, he would have maybe like,
It's not my fault.
yeah, just gotten his shit together, you know,
But-
through osmosis or something.
Tammy, you speak to. I remember the episode, but when Zach and Slater first meet,
Right, because
did not
Zach
go
is
well.
very intimidated by Slater. He's like the cool new guy. He's an army brat. His dad's in the military. They move around a lot. He's really cool, and all the girls like him.
pretty jacked.
Yeah.
He's a wrestler.
Wrestler. He's very tan.
So there's definitely some like Zach and Slater did not get along in the beginning,
Right.
at least for one episode.
Yeah.
And there was one episode of Saved by the Bell, which was my favorite at the time when it was on, when Screech and Zach actually get into a fight, and Screech rips Zach's shirt.
Yes.
Screech stands up for himself. He actually snaps.
Good.
Yeah.
But it's
Good.
probably the least like the poorest rated episode of all time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we gotta just have the nerd just take his lumps, you know.
Yeah.
You can't have a win.
No.
But I mean, it seems like I don't know. They ended up getting along, and now they're still buddies, still hanging out.
threesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the threesome.
I also like that they got to see the exterior of Bayside and also Zach's house. You see the outside of Zach's house, which again was never shown.
Never saw. He's in his room.
yeah.
Playing with his talk boy or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
it was
such a different feel from the actual show. No laugh track.
No.
These
It was a
weird
darker-
exterior shots.
Right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
It
yes,
feels like
I mean,
it's a special.
It's a
movie
single
special.
camera movie shot. You know, they're not. You don't have the typical 3 camera setups. Obviously, no studio laughter. Yeah, I mean, imagine like Seinfeld doing this. Like, it'd be very strange.
Yeah.
Even like Home Improvement or.
Well, Seinfeld had a lot of exterior New York shots, right?
Yeah, but That's right. They did have there's like this backlot in L.A. like that's like New York City.
Yeah.
So they were kind of going around there.
Right. And then they just would film B.
But they still had
B-roll
like
in
they
New
still had the
York.
laugh tracks. So you kind of like were watching an episode.
Yeah.
Of Seinfeld.
And like the boop 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 boop.
Right.
Yeah.
All the jazz.
Like
and
that wasn't really
saxophone.
good.
Yeah. Where in this, the music in this is very weird. There's weird saxophone stuff. There's just piano ballads.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Were those Zach's actual parents from the show?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
They were Zach's real parents from the show.
I feel like he never got along with his dad.
But I felt, I had that in my notes from later on, like, I feel like it wasn't as big of a deal, though, as they made it. Like, at the end, after the whole spoiler, the wedding,
Yeah.
it's this whole big, like, oh, Zachary, like, you haven't called me Zachary since I was little. Like, that was never a thing, like, this big, like, battle between Zach and his dad. Like, it was just this...
Yeah, I feel like there's only maybe one episode where his dad, like, really, like, yelled at him.
At the most.
But, yeah, so... We cut to Zach after they go to Bayside and they're just like Screech and Slater and Zach are going down memory lane. They go to Zach's house and he's having dinner with his parents. So it's a light salad with some Kool-Aid, it seems.
Awkward family dinner.
Yeah.
Awkward family dinner. It's already established that Zach and Kelly are getting married, and
Which I
Zach's
thought was-
parents do not approve.
No. And I thought, though, the fact that they were 19 when I was younger was, like, very romantic. And, like, it was fine that they were, like, nowadays I'd be like, you're crazy people. Like, to anyone getting married at 19. But back then I was like, no, this is love. Like, this makes sense. Why would
Can't
you
stop
wait?
love.
You're 19. Like,
Yeah.
Insane.
Stop wasting
now
time.
we're just like, they're children. They're children.
right.
For
They don't
God's
know what
sake.
they're
They
doing.
are. They don't.
But back then I was like, this makes sense. I'm on board. Like, I was team Zach and Kelly getting married.
It's just weird that, like, I don't know. It seemed like there was more going on with Zach's dad, because even, like, he goes to his bedroom and then his mom comes in and he tries to, like, ask, like, will you go? And she's like, you know, I can't go against your father.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
Right.
It's like,
It was
what's
also
going
not
on?
the same setup of Zach's bedroom as the TV show.
No.
The
you're
door was in
right.
the wrong spot. Like, that bothered me. They couldn't, come on.
Yeah. Well,
This room was iconic to the show, and they couldn't set it up the same way.
they already, like, ripped down all those sets.
Yeah.
They just don't exist
And like
anymore.
the production designer, just like, he's gone. We don't have his number, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? we tried
Walls,
to
alright.
fax him, just didn't get a response. So
Did the college years have a laugh track? Do you remember? Okay,
Yeah,
so that was still like a on set like studio
Yeah.
thing.
this
Like
probably
a
has something to do with like
electric
the
guitar.
inferiority of like television versus movies. Like television's like, oh well, movies are better than us. So like, but now that we're doing a movie from the show, and now we kind of have to like, we got to rise to the level of like of movie aesthetics and just sound design. Like, oh yeah, we don't have laugh tracks, so this is a real film. This could be nominated for an Oscar someday.
Yeah. This is art.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Well-
it's not art, folks. I'm sorry. No, I did.
Wow,
enjoy
Jiah.
it. Yeah, you know where I'm landing on this show.
Yeah. Well, okay, so yeah, the parents aren't going to the wedding.
Yeah.
But mom does have 2 vouchers
2 free vouchers
for
that
a
she won.
hotel that she won at church poker. So
Yes.
she does give them to Zach, and he only has $1,200 for a wedding.
Yeah, that's what they saved up was $1,200,
Yeah.
and his reasoning is to his dad and them, and she's like, oh yeah, no, I mean we both work, we're in college, we're ready to get married. We got $1,200.
Right.
But I mean, those vouchers, probably saved him $1,000 at least in those rooms, because it seemed like they were there for a few days.
Yeah.
A couple days, yeah.
And I want to talk about this resort because it's in the middle of the city, yet there's a huge golf course.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But we get to cut to Kelly. They're all together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kelly and Lisa, and all 5 of them
Out in the driveway.
out in the driveway,
Yeah.
and they decide that they're going to take separate cars.
2 separate cars, right.
Let's
Screech,
split up. Makes more sense.
right. Who wants to go together, right.
Right.
We're all on a budget. Let's take 2 different cars. What could be better? And Screech has a giant laptop that's really going to help him
Which
figure out
doesn't
how
really
to
come
get
into play later at all. They're just like, he's got a laptop. They thought, oh, maybe he's going to be help. It's going to, Chekhov's laptop. But nope. It just,
Well, yeah, he had his GPS coordinates or something in there, where it's like the cars will never be more than like a
Like
certain
50
distance
yards
away.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then immediately just does not work. But then we get some nice the difference between men and women. Am I right?
Van Damme versus Stallone. Or,
Seagal.
Seagal.
Oh, who would win? Who would you all think would win between
Damme versus
Jean-Claude Van
Seagal?
Damme or Steven Seagal?
I feel like Seagal's bigger. And I don't know much about that too, but Seagal
okay.
is a bigger man. But I feel like Van Damme has more like karate chops.
Okay.
I mean, when we resort to violence, does anybody really win?
Yeah. Whoever falls down
Whoever's
first
alive.
loses. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jiah. I think that I don't know. I feel like they both I feel like Jean-Claude Van Damme seems more limber.
He's scrappier.
He's scrappier, yeah.
Like a terrier.
Yeah. But no matter what, we all lose. It's like Alien versus Predator.
You throw that first punch, you already took an L.
Yeah. Fun fact, the cleanest restroom in California is at a mobile station in Barstow. Mm-hmm. Per Screech.
Learned that one.
That's when the drugs started to kick in.
Yeah.
Barstow.
In Barstow. Oh, God.
Kelly's parents can't contribute anything financially because Kelly, if you don't know, is from a poor family.
Okay.
There's like 37
right.
kids.
Did you say 37?
There's a lot. There's
I
a lot
always
of kids.
forgot she was poor. 'Cause
Yeah,
she was
'cause she's so
dressed very
beautiful.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very pretty.
Well,
I
she
used
was a
to have crush
character
her.
on an ABC sitcom, so.
Yeah, it's true. They couldn't.
You
Her,
can't-
the
can't be
poor
put-
was off
You
screen.
can't be putting her like in like off-brand Looney Tunes like sweatshirts, you know.
There's no scenes of her like not eating lunch with everybody because she didn't have money.
No.
Yeah.
She was had money.
Yeah.
Or yeah, but yeah. Then so yeah, we keep cutting back between the dudes and the ladies in the cars.
Also, it annoyed me the fact that Kelly didn't have a dress yet. Like, as someone who
They had
has
nothing
has
prepared.
prepped for a wedding, you have to have a dress months. I mean, given Kelly also had like a banging body that could have like wore something off the rack, but still like for $1,200,
Yeah.
you're not buying a dress, you're not having a whole wedding.
The gas they're spending to drive to
Right,
Vegas.
right. You live in
It's-
beautiful California. Go to the beach.
Yeah, they're 19. Like you live in just go to the beach.
I
Get
never
married.
understood what they wanted. Did they just
in
want like
LA.
a quickie wedding in like a Elvis chapel and just like let's just do it? But then she's also like, I'm meeting with a wedding coordinator. Like we're getting get tablecloths done and flowers. And like
For
what-
$1,200.
Why are we going to
Insane.
Vegas then? You know, just,
Yeah, how are you paying this wedding coordinator?
Yeah.
Because that's a wedding coordinator probably costs way
Very-
more than
Yeah.
$1,200.
You're bringing like another person into this thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but suspension of disbelief. We lose the girls. We've lost the girls because we're talking too much about dude stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Makeup and perfume. Am I right?
Oh
Right.
my God, yeah.
it was at this point I wrote down the music in this show is insane.
True.
But but then the girls they decide to they call and they're like, oh no, we're on the highway, and they kind of peel.
They have a
past
car
them.
phone. Remember this? They have a
They have
car
a car
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
They have a car
and
phone.
Zach has a huge cell phone.
Zach has a huge so
So
they're fine.
communication should not be an issue here.
No, it shouldn't be.
But then just a few minutes later, the girls have car problems.
Yes.
And are forced just to like, we're just gonna wait for someone to help us
Well, they're
out.
in the mountains. They couldn't get any cell service.
Yeah. And the car
I was
broke
not
down.
paying attention to that.
Yeah, the girls they decide to race there, and then 5 seconds later, their car is broken down on the side of the road, and they're just like, "How do we get this far from the highway?" And it's like, I don't know. How do you not know
Why
you're
are you
leaving a
taking
highway?
Back
Right.
roads to Vegas, you know.
Yeah. Zach was like, "Oh, I have a shortcut." Like, why, Zach? Why do you have a shortcut to Vegas?
I want to talk about act breaks because one of the act breaks, as they got pulled over by that sheriff, like just for speeding, like doing 45 and a 44 or whatever it was, it ends on like on a shot of like a snake.
Really cool shot of
in the
rattlesnake.
foreground.
Yeah.
And that snake did not like play whatsoever. You know, you typically like the last thing you show before a commercial is like that's the cliffhanger. This is once keeps you watching through the commercials, but like. The snake had no importance on the plot whatsoever, even after that. Just to show that they were in trouble, I guess.
Yeah, they were in trouble. It was a sign
Yeah.
of danger because
Danger.
the AC
The
Slater
Southern cop was there.
Yeah, they get pulled. The Southern cop pulls them over. The Southern cop in California or Nevada or whatever.
Wherever they are.
Oh no, Slater lost his registration because he cleaned out his glove compartment, and now they're getting arrested.
He's just throwing like random pieces of paper out the window. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got to get this
no.
thing clean.
And so then we get the shot of the snake being like, oh, they're in danger. The snake is the cop.
Yeah,
The cop is
Oh,
the
the
snake
symbol.
lying in
Cops are
wait.
snakes.
Yeah, cops are snakes in this universe. But then, they're in trouble, right? Then
And they're so sweaty.
They're so sweaty. It's very warm.
But, like, I appreciated that they were actually sweaty because a lot of times
Yes.
it's like they're beautiful still. Like, oh, I'm so stressed. They're beautiful. These guys were sweaty.
They weren't
Well,
faking it.
if you notice, Kelly and Lisa, they mention how hot it is. Not sweaty at all.
Beautiful,
Not
yeah.
sweaty. And they're driving in a convertible.
They just had like PAs like right off the frame every time they did or before they roll camera, just like patting them down, paper towels and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They can't have the women look
No.
sweaty.
No.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah. But who saves the women? None other than Kurt Martin.
Kurt Martin, the grungy hippie, as they call
Yes,
him.
played by Spencer Rockfort, who I brought up his IMDb profile and look at his photo. It's just a photo of his face cut off. You can only see his ear.
That's like the key art for True Detective season 2. You just like see like the bottom of Colin Farrell's mustache and like that's it.
And
I wonder if he got real ugly.
I don't know. No, I clicked on the full photo, and he just kind of looks like an older version of who he was. But let's talk about Kurt Martin and this guy who's a minimalist and has surrendered all worldly possessions and is living on a Native American reservation or something.
An Indian reservation that we've called it. So it was the 90s.
He's wearing like a necklace. It's just
vest.
appropriating some culture.
Suede vest, yeah.
Oh, we'll get into that later. Yeah.
Yeah. Has a really nice payoff at the end.
There's a word of choice.
Yeah.
Choice later on.
Yeah, there's a very strong choice that the people who made this movie made.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. He shows up and then they offer to give him money to fix the car. He doesn't take it.
Doesn't need it.
But he uses Lisa's belt to fix.
Which
Italian
I remember that
import.
as being her bra. Like I remember that they needed her bra to fix the car. That must be some other movie, but I remember they needed someone's bra.
I like to imagine you remembering it, but still remembering that huge buckle, as if her bra had this huge buckle in the middle. Maybe some do.
That's what all bras have.
Oh, okay.
They got that hook.
I wouldn't know.
And then the one in the back that's really complicated.
I'm banging it to nude Laura Croft from PlayStation
Right.
1.
The skin.
That's the
This
skin.
is going to be
I downloaded a new skin. Hey guys, what'd you do over the weekend?
You're-
I downloaded a new skin.
My avatar doesn't have pants on.
There was also a hack for playing The Sims where you could remove the pixelation, so you can they take a shower and it pixelates.
Oh, I know that,
And you could remove the pixelization, and then it's just these mounds. You just get to look at.
Oh yeah, no, you just make this. You just
No,
watch
yeah.
The Sims.
it's just the body form is just all skin, but there's no nipples, obviously. There's nothing else. But
This is the raunchiest we've gotten.
rated
I'm so
E
glad
for
I'm here.
explicit.
Yeah.
I bring out the raunch.
Tammy's the only
everybody.
one holding this together. Of course, I watched The Sims have sex without the blurry stuff. I mean, who did not do that?
I never played The Sims.
Oh, you should never do it because we'll never see you again. You would be obsessed.
Would I?
Yeah, you would, because it's basically Laura Croft. It's that beginning of the
You
Laura
just walk
Croft game.
around, okay.
Yeah, you walk around and just have them get jobs, and you build the houses. You decide everything, the color of the wallpaper, everything, and their jobs, and then they have kids, and then you figure out the kids' personalities, and especially in Sims.
I don't do a lot of choices though.
I like the one you can throw parties and the Grim Reaper shows up if someone dies. And
Yeah.
There's clowns or something.
Well, if you wanted to kill somebody, you just make them go swimming in the pool, and then you delete the ladder, and then they can't get out.
Right.
And then the Grim Reaper shows up, takes your baby. Anyway,
God.
So
where
the
are
guys
we?
get arrested because the cops oh, this car is stolen.
Stolen.
But then that never gets
Seems like a
resolved.
racist choice,
But
by the
who
way.
other in the sheriff's office, the department, the other cop is the guy who is told to book him, Dano, Richard Schiff,
What's he from?
Toby from West Wing, Eddie Carr from The Lost World, Jurassic Park.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Do you know what
A savior
Bookham
to
Dano's
mentions
from?
everywhere.
What's that from?
Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bookham Dano.
See, I've always heard that said, but I didn't know that where it came from. Now I do.
Yeah, so the guys they're in that jail cell, and that one guy does have a really creepy joke where I'm been locked up. I just went for a drive with my wife, and Jack's like, "Oh, that's not illegal. What did your wife say about that?" Well, she was in the trunk.
Yeah, and he's like, this guy murdered his wife, and then they're like, that's how the episode ends.
Yeah,
They're just locked in a
much.
cell with
That is
murder.
towards the end. Yeah, they're in jail with this guy.
But there was that other guy though, who's working
In-
on a sonnet.
Yeah.
Right, but he is the biker in every single 90s sitcom.
Oh, he's reappeared and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
But I thought that the creepy guy, I thought that was Mr. Dewey and I was like, oh my god, they brought up Mr. Dewey, but it wasn't. So I looked up him. I thought because I guys do a little research.
Oh, good.
So this
Please,
guy's
we love our
name-
research here.
His name was Michael Chifo, the creepy guy.
Love the name.
And he, if you look him up on IMBD, he was in a bunch of different. What is it?
Sorry.
IMBD.
IMDb.
Yeah.
IMBD.
IMBB. Hey, you look him up.
You look him up on there.
I am the DB.
I am the DB.
And he's been in so many shows, including a TV show in 2016 called Last Will and Testicle. And he was in a movie in 2009 called Herpes Boy.
Wow.
So
This
he
guy,
has
Yeah.
he obviously has a SAG card, and
has
will be getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame any moment.
Not
I
all
hope so.
heroes.
Herpes boy. Yeah, no. And such ends episode 1 with a murderer and a biker,
Yeah.
and the boys are trapped in
Yeah.
jail. Hashtag the boys.
The boys, free the boys.
How are they gonna get out of this one?
I don't know, but a few ads later,
Yeah.
episode 2 starts up.
Yeah,
and
and
then
they
get
just-
treated to another.
They get extorted by a
Vegas.
cop.
Well, no, not yet. We get to hear
okay,
"Live It
okay.
Up Again" by Crosby, Stills and Nash
right,
at the beginning of every fucking
Every time.
part of this, and then
They
followed
should
by
have had an
ad.
option just to watch them all, like, as they air, like in one big clump.
There's probably one on YouTube.
Probably.
I just got a new television, like a 4K television, and boy, did this look like shit.
Yes.
They did not upscale this at all.
No. I mean, it's like the 4x3 square image.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get out. The guy lets them out of jail, and
There's a mix-up. Yeah.
there's a mix-up, but they still lose the $1,200.
Yeah, because he's like, oh no, you gotta go to traffic court for your speeding violation.
right.
And he's like, but I can pull some strings, wink, wink, and then
How much money do you have?
Yeah, how
And
much
Screech's
money do you
like,
have? Oh,
He has $1,200, and they're like, thanks. It's Screech. And then there's a Screech. They're so mad at him. What an idiot! Come on, Screech.
So the cop extorts them.
yep. All cops are corrupt.
He's a Southern cop.
Cops are snakes.
Cops are corrupt.
See, I told you. See, he's a rattlesnake.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
like
it was.
Adam and Eve thing.
You had no idea.
Yeah. There's some layers in this show.
There's layers.
Yeah, you know.
There's layers. Speaking of layers, the girls already at the hotel,
Made it there.
and we're treated to a lovely 50-second long montage of them
montage.
getting a spa.
Was it 50 seconds?
It was almost a minute.
it was short,
I timed
yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah, no, it
'cause
was long.
Yeah, it was
longer
It was
than I
longer of
expected.
just
It's
people
a
just
lot.
getting like just rubbed and touched and just like kind of putting lotion on and getting their feet like shampooed and
I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna. This is gonna
Feet shampoo.
it just
Yeah.
kept going.
yeah.
It's a
And
lot.
the music they were playing, I was like, they're really stretching for time.
They're really like laughing, and if like my brief exposure with massages, like it's kind of like a really chill environment. This isn't like going shopping. It's
yeah,
like
but you've gone alone. Though.
Yeah.
You've never had a couples massage.
I have
You've never
not.
been
With
there with
Lisa
your girlfriend.
Turtle.
No.
Yeah. Well, because it was her wedding present. Lisa's wedding
Right.
present for Kelly was, you know what? Let's have some fun, she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having some drinks. They're getting rubbed.
Right. But probably juice, though, because they're only 19, so they can't be
Right, it's
drinking.
true. Well, what's the drinking age in Nevada?
Isn't 21 everywhere?
I don't know.
I think it's like a
Back in
nationwide thing.
93,
Is it
94?
the 94? Okay.
Sure.
All right.
But they still don't have a dress. But they said, you know what? Let's go to the spa. Let's live it up at the spa. We have a wedding to plan, but you know what? Let's have some fun.
Yeah, have some fun before we get to the dress or any of the.
They already saw that Kurt is the bellhop.
Yes, because his dad. We
Well-
find out. Oh, okay. I won't get there yet. But yeah, Kurt, the mysterious hitchhiker / appropriating culture guy, is a bellhop, and he says, "I bet you guys are good tippers." And
Yeah.
then they all laugh
Ah, my gosh.
because he doesn't want their money, but now he does.
Yep.
Oh God. Okay.
The guys all show up in Vegas. They need money,
Yeah.
and you're in Las Vegas. You're surrounded by coins and chips and machines and games of chance. And like, how are we going to turn what little we have into profit? The answer is get a job as a caddy on a golf
in
course.
a golf tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because if these three men are old men are facing each other, so if they're all caddies, they all get a cut of it. So you can't lose.
Oh,
Can't
that's
lose.
smart. Well, I just thought it was insane that like there's no like working papers. It's just like,
Yeah.
let's go be
interview.
caddies. All right, let's
yeah,
go
they
do
just
it.
got
Hey,
the job that
They have
afternoon.
clothes to wear. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's Vegas, it's Nevada. They're drinking. It's all everything's just chaos. That's what I'm
They
thinking.
only have $43 at this point too. They said
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
so.
I mean,
yeah,
this-
they're like buying nachos. I'm like, that's like a $14 nacho.
it
You
is a
can't.
$14 nacho. Yeah, I forget how did they find out about the golf?
About the
caddy
caddying?
thing? Did they see a flyer or something?
No, I think it's.
Oh, someone's like cousin did it or something.
Oh,
I
someone's
don't
cut-
think there was any
I
explanation.
don't-
You
I
said
think it
there
was like somebody's cousin caddies. and
Oh,
made money
okay.
or
Because
something.
I look. There's one point where I got distracted by my phone and I looked up and they were just on a golf course and they were like,
Was it
"Oh, of
another-
course this will work."
Yeah, I think there was like they were saying, oh, because Slater saw Babe.
Oh, there's
he
a
always
babe.
Does.
Yeah, he always finds the babes.
And then they talked about, oh, we need money, and then they talked about going golfing.
I don't remember. Did Slater and Lisa used to date, or was it Slater and Jesse?
Slater and Jesse.
Slater and Jesse. Okay, and then Lisa never did. She at one point date Zach or have a crush on Zach?
They dated for a small amount of time. Yeah.
Okay.
They all everyone pretty much dated.
Screech was in love with Lisa, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get this fresh in my memory because it's been a long time since I've seen the show. Okay.
And then the guys go to the golf course because that's where they're going to work. They got instant jobs.
Instant jobs.
And
Yep.
they have their outfits ready to go. And there's three old men who approach them. And the one says to Slater, "Can you swim?" And then he ends up hitting all of his golf balls into the water. And you see a montage of like Slater going in the ponds,
Into a
climbing
tree.
trees.
Yeah, I think a more accurate question. I mean, like, do you mind getting your shoes wet? Because it's like ankle deep, this pool. You
Yeah.
actually have to swim.
So is this golf course attached to the hotel?
I would imagine it's like either maybe on the outskirts. You might have to drive to get there or something. I don't know.
It's weird.
I've only been to Vegas like very briefly and like not on my own. Just always like with
An escort.
Yeah, an escort.
The escort service.
Speaking of escort
yeah.
service, that comes up later as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's almost the next scene.
Well,
Soon, yeah.
Well, first, I want to mention that Slater, at one point, the old man runs out of balls, the golfer, and he says, "Hey, here's some money. Go buy me a dozen at the store."
Yeah.
He goes to the store, and that same girl, the
Carla.
babe, Carla the babe from the casino lobby, is working at the golf course.
Yes.
In which case, Slater buys 4 golf balls.
I heard that, yeah. He asked for a dozen, and then he...
you buy three, get one free.
He buys
Right?
4. He gets 4. Oh, you want a dozen? Here's 4.
Hey, that's smart though. You need money, you pocket the change.
True, yeah.
But yeah, then he asks the girl out on a date, I guess, and she turns him down.
He does got game. I'll give him that.
He's got a lot of game.
Yeah.
He and then we go back and we see a montage of all the crazy golf antics happening.
Yeah.
Screech, when the guy was trying to golf, he sneezed one time, and then he saw a ladybug on a ball.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, wait," and then scares the guy.
Yeah.
And then the lady, he's like, "Oh, there's a ladybug on here."
And then Zach cheats for his guy. I feel like they're very relatable to these characters. Like
Yeah.
a cheater,
Oh, yeah.
a sneezer.
Action
yeah.
shows character.
Yeah, because that's these classic '90s sitcom archetypes: cheater, sneezer,
Ladybug savers.
He got game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it ends with Screech's cart going out of control.
Yeah, he can't stop it.
Why can't he stop it?
Don't know.
Did he say the brakes failed or
Yeah.
something?
He just said he couldn't stop it.
Well, Zach's driving alongside of him. He's like, "Here, jump to my cart," and then they're heading towards a pond. And Zach could stop, but they
Right.
both just bail.
Right, they both,
and then
yeah.
all the carts go into the pond.
I mean, there's like slipping on a banana peel and like brakes failing. They're like just like on the Mount Rushmore of comedy jokes of all time.
into water. Yeah.
But then we get another
Sexy basketball and pool.
sexy basketball pool montage where they're playing like with a little basketball, little hoop in the hotel pool.
Yes.
Right.
The only ones in the pool, pretty much, just those.
Yeah. Everybody gives them room.
Like you do when you're on
like
vacation.
you do, yeah.
I felt like the sexual tension between Lisa and Slater, though. Like when they're in
Yeah?
the pool, they're like playing chicken. I was always like, even as a kid, I remember being like, those two should bang.
And then like Zach owed Lisa a dinner or something like that. Like you owe me food or
Oh, because the girls beat them to Vegas.
Right.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they lost the bet. Mm-hmm. And Zach keeps saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, what money? Ugh."
Yeah.
Anytime
Like
Kelly brings up
mumbling.
money, yeah.
If it was me, I'd be like, what? We need to have a talk. Like, you keep just
Radical
mumbling.
honesty was not a thing in the 90s, you know? You're just like, hey, look, this is what happened. I mean, I'm being honest. I'm committing my life to you. I'm going to tell you everything that's gone wrong, you know? That
Except I lost all of our money.
lost all our money.
And then
I had to bribe a cop.
Right.
What do you want from me?
yeah.
And like, it wasn't Zach's fault. Like, I feel like if that was
No.
me and someone was like, dude, we got pulled over and we got like gypped by a cop, and I'd be like, oh, that sucks. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't
that
his
sucks.
fault, really.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. It's not like they have this I don't want to get into this whole thing, logic, you know, but
Yeah, it's just it's a
sometimes
fun romp.
You need those things to make the plot go,
Yeah.
the medicine go down.
Well,
They
here's another. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
listen, what they said, we haven't had this much fun since high school.
This is
They were 19, so it was like last year.
and keep in mind they've been in college since then.
Together.
To be young.
Nothing compares to this basketball game in this hotel pool. Speaking of which, Slater then gets out, decides to lounge and sunbathe. Carla, the babe, shows up.
Yes.
Says, "Hey, you're in my lounger." I want to talk about Carla. She is in the casino,
Yes.
and it's not clear if she works there or not.
She works in the golf course.
Okay.
I think they're all kind of connected.
Why is she just hanging out at this hotel pool? Does she live at the
She
hotel?
never-
works there.
yeah.
Maybe she gets like a free pass.
Yeah, you never went to your place of employment to hang out after hours?
No. That's
never-
it. Really threw me.
Yeah.
I was like, is she just living here? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird to me.
It's Vegas.
It's Vegas.
It's Vegas, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, then she agrees to go out on a date with Slater.
Right.
And then we meet the hero,
Oh, God, this made it all worth it.
Burt Banner.
Motherfucker
Isn't
Banner.
that the name of like the Hulk?
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner.
It's probably some kind of reference to that.
Has to be, right?
Yeah. I'm Bert.
He talked
good
the
at
rest of the
those
episode in that
voices,
voice.
Yeah.
I'm Burt Banner, but you can call me Burt Banner.
Yeah. Gilbert Gottfried in just a delightful suit.
As a pimp.
Yeah, he runs a male escort business.
Which I did not like when I watched it this time. I was like, "Holy shit, they're prostitutes!" Like I didn't get
Yeah.
that as a child. Of what an escort was.
I didn't get that either.
I thought you just like literally walked people to like places. Like, oh, here's your seat. Like I thought that was what it was. So
Yeah.
the exciting and challenging field of male escorts.
Yeah. And they make what, $200
$200
a
a
day?
day.
That seems really on the low end.
Right. No
low.
hanky panky,
Yeah.
and you show women around town.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's and Bert runs a tight ship here because after
training.
Yeah, they're training them. They're walking around. They agree to do it. They walk around with books on their heads, and there's a list of rules, a list of nevers.
Yes.
Okay, and number 1 is never talk about yourself when you're on a date with a lady.
Which should be a rule for everybody. Just
Yeah, I think these rules apply to all walks of life. Number 2, never pick up a check. I've never done that. Never. Number 3, never criticize.
ugh.
Even if
Amen.
she's got like some crap in her teeth or something.
Yeah.
Do not bring it up. And number 4, never sneeze in her salad. It happens more than you think it does.
Yeah. Wow.
That was chapter 16 in How to Win Friends and Influence People of Dale Carnegie's book.
Never sneeze
Never
in a
sneeze
salad.
on salads. Yeah.
Okay. Did they mean a salad?
Did they
Or
mean?
did they mean something dirtier?
Like a vagine.
Like a vagine.
A
Do you think a vagine? Is it? Anybody ever call that a salad? A
It's
vagine?
like tossing a salad is something.
yeah, but that's not even a vagine. That's the other thing, right?
Yeah. I think it's just like, you know what? You don't do it. You don't sneeze in someone's salad.
Okay. Well, I just don't understand.
You don't shit in cereal either.
How could? Yeah,
You don't sneeze in salad, shit in cereal.
How does the opportunity present itself to sneeze in somebody's salad?
I wish that had come up later. Like, wish they were out, like maybe with like the bad guys.
Yes.
And like, there's a big sneeze.
And then Burt Banner
Yeah.
shows up like, I told you, it happens.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's why they have all the sneeze guards at salad bars.
Ugh, thank
I think
goodness.
we can all thank our man Burt Banner for those.
We can, yeah.
he patented the technology of class.
They had to walk with a book on their head.
Yep.
Dictation. They had like learn about manners.
Yeah, they have all the time in the world.
Yeah, that's
But-
more training I got in any of my jobs. You know.
Yeah.
And for $200, like, even if they made the money, they still don't have enough money for a wedding. Like
Yeah,
$200
$200
is
a day. Yeah, okay, both of them.
400,
$400.
like,
Maybe
they
a
even
tip
have
of
Slater.
$100. So maybe you walk away with $600. But
It's not enough. It's not enough. But we get treated to a montage of their dates. And I
6
don't.
o'clock, pink limo pickup for Screech.
Diana Love.
Diana Love.
Diana Love is Screech's date. I don't remember anybody else's date. I kind of blacked out during this
Well,
point.
it was Zach at 8 o'clock. The same place that Kelly apparently had money to book like the most fancy place in town for them to go on a date, also at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
The
boy.
top of the strip.
well, I think she just booked the reservation. It doesn't cost money for the reservation.
We have to pay for the food.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah. well,
Yeah.
logic.
Yeah, just book it. But yeah, then she catches Zach with this woman at the restaurant.
Oh, I love
kicked
that.
your
They're doing
butt.
that
I kicked her a butt?
classic sitcom trope of 2 dates, 1 night. You know, just trying to go back and forth between the
Very
tables.
like Mrs.
and-
Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
I
the third
loved it.
episode.
I was in heaven.
Oh yeah, we're in the 3rd episode now.
Yeah.
We watched the montage of Las Vegas again.
Yes. Yeah. How did the second one end?
Oh, it ended with I think it ended kind of like
Ended with Joe Silver or Freddie Silver getting
The
punched.
2 thugs.
No, we weren't there yet.
No.
Okay.
My notes.
Well, there were two-
my
yeah.
last note, I had a joke about like, she's like 4 o'clock. How romantic! Like her vagine turned into the Sahara Desert here in 4 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock.
Yeah, she's not into it.
Not into it.
Like
4.
Who would have thought a time slot could be so unromantic?
Yeah. She's just like, oh, what are you
Early
gonna do?
bird.
Help him set the table?
Early bird special.
Kelly's
yeah.
a comedic genius that we didn't know about.
Yeah, we didn't.
Can you
yeah.
drive at night anymore?
You know, it's because she's poor.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
couldn't go to prom.
She's poor, and her family eats dinner at 8 o'clock every night.
When the 3rd episode started, I was stressed because I knew I had a general idea of what had to happen still, but we only had 44 minutes
There's
left.
a lot
and I
of
didn't
plot
know.
in this third one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They set up a lot. Yeah.
Like I'm like, how are we going to do it? We only have 44 minutes left.
And then we cut to, I don't remember. See, and then they get involved with Freddie Silver and the mob, who's trying to steal some diamonds, and then they end up running away from him. And I wrote down
so
the
much-
hotel
yeah.
balcony scene.
Oh, well, yes.
I don't remember what happens between now and there. And
So, Kurt asked that Lisa, so we know that love's blossoming, and then we cut to the
Kurt,
restaurant.
the weird hitchhiker.
Yes. Deanna is Screech's date. Diana, you said
Diana
Diana.
Love.
They go to Tango. Very
Oh.
funny because Screech is such a skinny little scrawny guy, and Diana is more of a voluptuous woman. So it's like, oh
That's
my
what's
god,
so funny about it.
Can you imagine those two
Like
dancing?
one is one size, the other is another size.
How could they ever be?
How could they ever be?
It did end with that great line, like, this lady made me tango against my will.
Yeah.
You know what? Even like just like shallow, it reminds me of Shallow Hal because
Yeah.
she's one size,
Yeah.
he's another
That's
size.
the whole funny movie.
How could they ever be?
I did love his date because she had this one line. He's like, oh, let's turn the television on, watch the game or whatever. And she's like, oh, television's for the masses, Sammy, not evolved people like us. You know, just like we're all watching this show and like the writers just taking all this stuff. You fucking plebes watching this fucking garbage.
I've got you
we
now.
shovel it in your mouth.
Zach's date is a babe, beautiful Russian babe.
Yes.
Oh, I liked her. Yeah.
I forget her name, but she doesn't know English. Again, so funny. She doesn't know English.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
she
kick your
speaks
butt.
one language. He speaks another language.
How could they ever be?
And then like she gets called a home wrecker. But
Yeah.
like, can you really have your home wrecked if like you live with your parents?
They're getting married, Jiah.
Yeah, but they didn't really have a home
He
at the
doesn't live with his parents, does he? He was just
do-
on home.
he doesn't?
You don't think he has
He's
a
in
home? He's still in
college.
college. He's just on break.
Okay, so his home can be wrecked by this.
Yeah. Well,
Russian
I think their
lady.
home is like just like their relationship.
Home's where the heart
okay.
is, Jiah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
here.
Jiah.
It's in my chest.
It's like a place.
Where
It's
it
just a
is.
place that exists, and sometimes you just can't go there again.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't go back.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I think it's Slater's also at the restaurant. Slater and Carla
Yes.
at the restaurant as well. This is the only place in town.
Yeah.
And-
I mean,
That's what Vegas is known for. Like 30 casinos, but like one restaurant.
One restaurant.
Yeah.
And he says, I guess I better watch out or you'll pin me. And then she says, I think this is these two. They said, well, if I'm lucky, you'll pin me.
well, it has to be pinned because he was a wrestler.
Yeah,
it has
that's
to
like
be those.
sexy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
ooh.
sexy,
I didn't get
yeah.
that as a child either. Like, oh my God.
No. And then the hotel balcony scene happens.
Not yet, because Freddie shows up.
We're like an hour in, and we're not, like not even halfway through the special.
Slater punches him. The
close.
thugs show up, and then the chase scene through the
Oh,
hotel.
the punch. Does he punch him twice, or is this the first punch? I feel like he punches him by the pool, right? Or is this the thugs are just kind of like...
The thugs are just looking for him by the pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, because he runs off with Carla, and he's like, hey, we got to see what's going on here.
Gotta follow this guy. Could be trouble.
It could be trouble.
Yeah. Could be trouble. Watch
Better-
out.
Hey, call Freddie.
Call Freddie Silva.
Freddie Silver.
Okay,
Goddamn
yeah,
great
so
name.
he punches
then-
him, and they're like, boss, are you okay?
Get him. Chase scene through a hotel. They like leave behind the restaurant. I love Zach's trying to Zach goes into his own room, which is next door to Kelly's, because Kelly won't talk to him because she's so pissed.
They have connected rooms, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but not connected through a door. There's
Oh,
no
right.
door.
No,
You have to
because
come
if there
through
was a
the-
door,
that makes sense.
Be a
we
lot
wouldn't
of-
have this scene.
That's a good 10 minutes cut out of this episode.
Yeah.
So then she tries to climb over into Kelly's room. At the same time, though, Slater and Carla are running from the thugs. They come into their room, which when they're standing there, the thugs say, "Hotel security, open up!" Like, you don't have to open the door. They don't have a key. They can't get into your room, but yet
Right.
they still have to like run away from them. They think.
Yeah.
And then they startle Zach, and Zach is now hanging from the balcony.
That's all I remember from this show from when I was a kid. I remember that scene
Yes.
vividly.
My friend Rachel and I used to play that at the park. We would like hang from like, they would have one of those little like bridges. We would just like hang from it and be
So
like,
you said,
Kelly!
You said, let's go play Saved by the Bell wedding.
Saved by the
in
Bell
Vegas.
wedding in
Let's
Vegas.
go play.
Yeah. We would always play Saved. So we always play Saved by the Bell, but she was always Kelly. And then like no one wants to be Lisa or Jesse. So then
No.
I would be Tori. We would bring Tori in. We would have like a weird universe of Tori and Kelly being at
Okay.
school at the same time.
Well, Tori was she appeared when
when Kelly left.
Kelly left. Okay. Yeah, because the show got canceled, but then they got renewed surprisingly and got like 14 more episodes, and they're like, oh shit, we need to you're
You need a
Tori.
hot brown- yeah.
You
Yeah,
could
you're
have
gonna
played
be-
Miss Bliss. That could have been a little fun little, joke, a little obscure
Gross.
joke for your friends,
Gross.
I can't do accents, Jack.
Me neither.
Okay, yeah. So
When
When
then
he's
Zach plummets to his death,
Yeah.
sadly, outside the hotel, and that's how the show ends.
Oh yeah, that was a really a twist ending, abrupt.
Yeah.
If you watch the balcony, the bars are so skinny. Like they're kind of like when he's holding on, like bending. Like it really was not made for.
Yeah, no, for a full weight of a 19-year-old man.
No, they just
And
have
Zach was like
yeah, he's
big
pretty
at this-
athletic.
Yeah. Apparently he did steroids the year going into the college years because he's very.
I remember that
large.
storyline.
Oh, the storyline.
Yeah, it wasn't in real life. It was Zach,
Okay.
his character, did
This is
steroids.
not no slander.
No, he did.
Podcast.
Yeah, he did steroids.
Yeah, he was huge all of a sudden in college.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't keep up with AC Slater on your own by natural means.
And then once he's hanging, Slater lifts him with one arm because he's huge and pulls up
'Cause he's huge.
Zach. And then with one arm.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
So it ends with them.
Well, they dress up as showgirls because
Yeah,
they're still running
Guys,
away.
they're still, we find out that Freddy's going to steal the $4 million Constantine
Diamond out of the basement of the hotel.
Yeah. So then
You keep your diamonds in the basement of a
they
hotel.
have to run away. So they hide in a cart. But
It's like
only
Ocean's 11. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is
hide in a
Is that
cart.
where we're at? Okay.
the back of it.
Yeah.
And then they call up Kurt to help him out.
Oh,
He's
Kurt,
a bellhop.
who we find out his dad. Are we there yet? Owns the hotel.
Well, right now they're still
okay.
chasing around. Maybe we don't know that yet. We're still chasing around Las Vegas. Everyone is Tokyo drifting, like around that one corner. Everyone's drifting.
That is the power of the show. They actually were able to probably close down part of the streets and strip
yeah,
just to
you're
like
right.
film this like little goofy car chase.
Yeah.
Same with filming inside the casino. That was
mean-
actually it's the same casino that's used in the movie Casino.
Oh wow.
That's it.
Stardust Hotel, I believe. It's been since demolished, but
Well, you know that they're not in those cars, so they could have filmed this at any time.
all right,
You know.
right.
Also, I do like that the show starts out with a friendly car race between the boys and the girls, and ends with a dangerous car race
Oh.
between the mob and then
It's like a bookend.
yeah, it's a little bookend.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
Somebody tried.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody made an effort.
They had like a map on like a story map with cork boards and post-it notes, and they're like, let's
Hey,
start
another
with the
car.
car chase. Let's end with the car chase.
So then they are driving around Las Vegas,
Yep.
Tokyo drifting. They show up to the Motion Picture Museum. Don't need a ticket for it. You instantly get in. There's no line.
Yeah.
No one else
Saving
is there.
even more money.
It's very quiet in there.
I remember as a kid, and even this time, I was very frustrated the fact that they dressed in costumes. And so at this point, it's only Zach, Slater, Screech, and Carla. The girls are still driving Tokyo drifting.
Still drifting.
And it always bothered me that you don't see them, like you, I guess because I'm thinking maybe it was a really small like museum in the real world, because you only see like the side view of them in the costumes. I always wanted to like see a close up of their faces, like frozen as wax museum guys.
Oh, okay.
Man,
So-
they had like 30 tourists off frame. Like, all right, let's finish up your little movie shoot. We got tourists. They want to
Yeah.
see a
Yeah.
wax Princess Diana.
Right.
Let's move it along.
So
But,
you
yeah,
were
you
left
only see-
wanting more.
Yeah, I always wanted them to like a nice close up of like all their faces as wax creatures.
Yeah.
Well, if only, but we can't go back.
Yeah.
So
Everyone's
no one's
always
ever really gone.
it always
no one's
comes
ever
up.
really gone.
That didn't fit.
It works.
Yeah, they all just like abandon their cars around Vegas. Like, they just jumped out of the cars and run after
Yeah.
people. Like, I also felt like Lisa and Kelly weren't helpful. Like, they didn't have to be there. They were just kind of
They didn't really give him a whole lot to do. I mean, they had a spa montage for crying out loud.
right.
How did that make you feel watching that as a kid?
The
Watching
spa
them?
thing.
Yeah.
I remember just being like, oh, they're so like rich and fancy. But
Okay.
as an adult, if you go to the spa and you get a facial and all that, you come out looking haggard. Like, your face is like they get all your blackheads. You're so puffy looking and stuff. Like, those girls looked beautiful, and I remember being like, that's not a real thing, because
No.
you come out like all like sweaty.
Yeah, you're
and,
like in a
no
auto
makeup.
shop.
Yeah. And the girls come out like, we were at the spa. Like, it's not.
It's not like
realistic.
that? Oh,
You're
okay.
saying the movies and TV aren't real?
Yeah, I'm breaking it here first.
Well, I just assume that's how it works.
I
Like,
assumed
they
everything-
doll you up and everything, and you
Yeah.
come out looking
No,
nice.
it's not like the Wizard of Oz. They don't like buff you.
They just peel you and crank you and squeeze
All
you.
your blackheads, yeah, your zits
All
on
your
and stuff.
blackheads.
Yeah, so many
Some
blackheads.
blackheads aren't unhealthy for you, but you should, right? Like you have those nose strips. You're not supposed to like pull them out all the time. Like not all of this, I guess, is what I'm saying is blackheads, right?
No, I think it's just like stuff in your.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be in there. But everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh, we have to have clean. Anyway, what am I talking about?
I mean, cavemen didn't have the massages, so I figure I'm on the right side.
Do we
of
know
history
that though,
here.
Giant?
I'm
Do we know
assuming.
that?
I'm
I
assuming.
don't know. He was just watching
Unless
Jurassic
there's
World
some-
too.
There's no cavemen in that. Not yet. I'm hoping Jurassic World 3 deals with like some kind of like prehistoric man
No,
cloning
I
those
think
people.
I think that's gonna happen in Vegas.
Yeah.
Did you watch the after the Jurassic World too? like after the credits.
Oh, with no, I didn't actually. Yeah, there's lions or something, right?
No, that was during the movie. There's a lion.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, they go to Vegas, right? There's like the pterodactyls.
The pterodactyls are flying around the Eiffel Tower. So I think I have so many theories on that too. I think it happens in Vegas.
I'm down.
Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Unless you're a dinosaur. So then, they're trying to get away from the bad guys. Again, they just keep running and running and running. They wander into a showgirls show.
Which is funny because
Jessie Spano
is not in this until the end because she's currently filming Showgirls.
Who's Jessie Spano?
She's the main character of the movie Showgirls.
Okay.
She's their best friend.
Elizabeth Berkley.
Yeah, she got hooked on speed.
Caffeine pills.
Caffeine pills in the very famous episode of the show where she...
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, Zach confronts her because she's acting all insane because she's taking caffeine pills.
It's like a very special episode about drug use. I got you.
But then
caffeine
she
pills.
starts singing I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Where would one get caffeine pills if they were interested?
Nowadays,
just if you knew a guy or a girl.
Probably it's over the counter.
Like CVS.
Is it over the counter?
CVS,
really?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jolt.
CVS.
Yeah, Jolt. We used to have in college.
Yeah, Jolt.
So that was the end of episode 3. Was they were the Las Vegas showgirls.
Okay.
Which I feel like it was kind of like they just used that move of like let's put on a disguise to evade the bad guys, and then they immediately like 5 minutes later use the exact same game move of let's put on a disguise to escape the bad guys.
It's like a cartoon. It's like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of heightening.
I mean, nice makeup on the boys.
Yeah, exactly.
They really committed to the bit. We're like, all right, we're gonna put these costumes and also put makeup on, like some foundation and some eyeliner.
Like really well though. Like they'd clearly done it before.
Yeah.
I hated
how
how
a good hour in the makeup room.
They looked good. They're beautiful. I hated though how Slater had to like shimmy and do all these dance. Just blend in, buddy. This is like you're fighting for your life.
He can't. Slater is a hot shot, and he's got to be
like break dancing and stuff.
Yeah, he's got to be the best.
And like Zach and Screech can't like walk on a straight line. They're like, whoa, falling over.
The goofballs. Hey, look, they're victims of their own circumstance. They're you know. Let's jump ahead a little bit. So we're at the vault.
We find out that Kurt Martin's dad owns the Stardust.
What a twist!
Wow, what a twist! Also find out that Screech's aunt is Janet Reno.
Yes.
That's canon of the show?
It is now.
Is that just a joke?
I couldn't tell if he was joking.
I'm already like wondering if movies and television are lying to me. I'm like, no, do I trust anything these actors are saying? These characters?
I like to think that she is. I know that he's just lying to get out of a scary situation. Like, oh, my aunt is Janet Reno.
Very timely reference in 1994.
Yeah.
And then they're all down by the vault because Kurt had to put on a security guard outfit because that would look suspicious if he didn't have it on. But yet he's bringing down 8 people with him to the vault.
It's not suspicious that the bellhop is helping people with their suitcases as they enter the hotel. Oh, now he's wearing a security guard. Oh, yeah, there's nothing suspicious about that whatsoever. Hey, God damn it.
You know, he's a self-made man. He's got a lot of jobs, all right?
I also hate the fact that, like, he would know, like, if your dad owns a casino, like, you don't know the vault code, like, just by, like, you know what?
Yeah.
Totally got
He got a few drinks to the old man, and he's like, oh, yeah, 8761. It's my code on everything. All the rooms.
And then as he's doing that, the guys decide to do their Three Stooges routine.
Which, did they bring this up earlier?
I don't think, I have no memory of this happening.
I don't remember
the
them.
Series.
Yeah.
I don't get the whole, like, does the gun shoot paint?
It's very confusing because Zach just goes, hey, or was it Slater? One of them goes, hey, does that gun shoot paint? And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Right.
And then they start fighting. Yeah, and apparently that's a Three Stooges routine. And then
no memory of that ever being done before in the show.
Nice moment, though, where at the end of this distraction thing that they pull, this Three Stooges thing, Zach and Slater team up and double punch the mob guy.
Lock them all in the vault.
And lock them all in the vault and get their guns.
That was a good move, kind of a clean way just to kind of clean the board. Like, we're not actually killing these guys, and we're not dealing with the messy stuff like if the cops arresting them and like, just like, let's just lock them in a vault and we'll never hear from them again. They got what they deserved.
And then it was like instantly done. Like it was done.
Yeah. And then we that cut episode to of Game of Thrones when they get locked in that the vault. Yeah. It's just like that.
Inspired by
season 4, episode 6. Yeah.
Then we cut to what? Tammy?
The Silver Bell Wedding Chapel. And we see all the couples in line. There's a motorcycle couple, a wrestler couple, a pregnant shotgun wedding couple.
Yeah, there's a man literally holding a shotgun.
With his daughter's wearing like a nightgown.
And he's just shaking his head, being...
And she's very pregnant. So I think it was...
I'm going to kill Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, there's a leather couple, like wearing leather, an Elvis couple, and then...
A leather daddy and a leather mommy.
Zaddies. And then Zach and Kelly in line.
And then Gilbert Gottfried, Burt Banner, is also a pastor. A lot of people in Vegas have multiple jobs.
They have to. It's expensive.
Well, side hustles, you know?
I remember as a kid, and then again watching this, they being like so disappointed that this is how Zach and Kelly were going to get married. Like I was like, ugh, they deserve more. They were like my epitome of love. And I remember being like so disappointed. Like this is how we only have like 8 minutes left. It has to be.
Yeah, exactly.
How are they going to get out of this one?
Right, yeah.
And I was being like, ugh, all right. Like they're getting married in Vegas.
Burt Banner's the pastor, and he says, my favorite line of the whole show, you'd be surprised how many people drop dead in Las Vegas. And then we just move on from that.
It's like all the cocaine overdoses, you know?
Yeah,
on the table.
People getting killed by the mob. But then enter...
Doors open dramatically.
Yep, Zach's parents.
Come in. Slater called him like a great friend would.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, your friend was very convincing, and I think AC Slater threatened to kill them. I think AC
the parents
Slater,
or Zach and Kelly?
Zach's parents.
Okay.
See, I thought Zach's parents were the ones that called in that car stolen. I thought there was going to be some kind of wrap up to that, like who said this car was stolen. Maybe like the father was trying to stop them from going.
That was Slater's car, though.
That's Slater's car.
All right. Well,
And Slater's dad's in the military, so
oh,
really
okay.
can't.
Someone called it. Someone ratted them out.
That's a good idea, though, Dad.
I think it was more just that the police, the rattlesnake was profiling him.
Pretty much.
But no, I think AC Slater's jacked. I think that he's taking a stand for his friend Zach, and he told Zach's dad that I will slit your throat and beat the shit out of you in that order if you don't man up and help out your son.
Yeah.
So terrified, Zach's father
Shows up,
and they said, hey, we're gonna pay for your wedding, give us a couple days.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll throw a real wedding together.
Because again, like people have so much time to just.
So then the mom's just like, I've already started making calls or something like that.
And then it cuts to the wedding, which is a nice side. Apparently now everyone's on board.
Yeah.
And we have like so much family and
But we're
friends.
still in Las Vegas.
With 2 days notice.
Yeah.
2 days notice. All of our family and friends got to Vegas.
all the teachers.
Yep. Mr. Belding
Mr.
is
Belding
there.
was there. Mike was there. And Alex from the college years.
Yep. Alex, the
and Mike.
roommate.
Who I thought maybe she would have been a bridesmaid, but nope, she only had.
Nope. She wasn't even invited until 2 days before.
Yep.
So,
Was Miss Bliss there in
No.
the crowd?
But Miss Bliss didn't really know Kelly, I don't think. So
Okay. She knew Zach though, right?
yeah, but
I mean, I
you can't have all your. You can't have Mr.
Yeah.
Mr.
I mean, how often did
Tabarosi.
teachers come to your wedding? I don't know. Did you have any at your wedding?
He did not.
Any teachers
No,
come?
believe it or not.
But
No.
the ones that you had as
Like
a
I
kid.
kept a hold on.
Right.
But I mean, again, they were only 19, so they really had just seen Mr. Belding a year prior at their high school.
I mean, I'm going to invite my high school principal to my wedding. So, because I mean, he made high school difficult for me.
Were you in the office? Is the principal's office like every day, just getting in trouble?
Yeah,
You and your gang of cut-ups just causing trouble.
causing a lot
Plattsburgh High.
of stuff in class, a lot of
Yeah.
distractions. There was one time we all went on a field trip though, and there was this really cool substitute teacher, and everybody really liked him, and I
What was
really
your
liked him
principal's
too.
brother?
My principal's brother, yeah, and but then he did something kind of shady, and I called him out on it.
Oh, nice.
And then that only brought my principal and I closer.
And then there was a time where you tried to brainwash everybody by playing subliminal messages.
Yep. Yeah. I've told you all about this. Yeah. That was a crazy week.
But then there was the time where there was the oil spill and you cleaned off that duck.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. That took me a while to
That's
do.
brave of you. Generous.
Yeah, and there was also that time where my friend was smoking in the bathroom, and I had to confront him about that. And another time when my nerdy friend, who I grew up with, ripped my shirt. So,
Wow.
yeah. Hey, you know what? High school is tough.
But you know what? You found true love. You got married when you were 19.
I would do it all over again if I had like all the knowledge and experiences I have now, so I can just totally game the system and just come out on top.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you went back to high school like tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you could go back.
I got like years of like pop psychology in my head. I'm gonna like play all these these people against each other.
Like
do some
Survivor.
side hustles.
Yeah. Like a psychopath?
When
Just manipulate everybody?
Just manipulate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how it ends for you.
Why don't you just go play some hoops in a pool? Because apparently that's
so hot.
so hot.
And all of a sudden, back to the show, Jesse flies in from New York and literally flies in the scene, runs down the aisle, doesn't have her shoe on.
No.
But yet has the bridesmaid's dress that she needs. She has that.
Well, yeah, she's a planner.
Yeah.
Kelly doesn't have her wedding dress, but Jessie has her bridesmaid's dress.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I like that Jessie got an entrance because you don't think she's going to show up.
No. She's gotten a haircut. Her hair's shorter, a little less wild. Mm-hmm. She flew in from New York, and they're like, but you're going to miss all your tests. And she's like, I'll take summer school, which seems very un-Jessie-like.
Also, is there summer school in college?
No, you just fail. You just fail all the classes over.
Yeah, you fail. Your professor.
I mean, it's a final. Maybe it was like a paper. She could have just turned it in earlier. Maybe
she worked on the plane.
Late, you know?
Well, I mean, if they've given her more than 2 days' notice.
Yeah.
You know.
And then we are treated to a Kelly and Zach montage.
Another montage of flashbacks.
Montage of children in love.
Yep.
You love to see it.
You love to see it. You love to see kids in love. What's more pure in this world than kids in love in high school? Mm-hmm. I mean, they've been in love since grammar school. Come on, Dad.
Yeah.
When are you going to accept this?
Although I don't think Kelly was there for the Miss Bliss years.
No. I see. I didn't even know Miss Bliss existed until tonight.
Oh, okay, so now I'm asking you that.
Don't ask me. I just
no
keep
idea.
looking at the Wikipedia, like, oh yeah, Miss Bliss reference.
And then Jesse says to Kelly, "Oh, look that up." Jesse says to Kelly, "Well, Mrs. Morris, what can I say?" And then there's an awkward pause where there's like nothing that she can say. Apparently, because it's just, "What can I say?"
Well, she starts crying.
Yeah.
Real tears, you think?
No.
No, you don't think so?
Elizabeth Berkley, no.
They grew up together, filming this show. I saw that as a moment of like, hey, it's all come to this. We're in Vegas for your wedding.
Nah.
Yeah.
Looking back at all the years we spent together growing up filming this show, I thought maybe those would be real tears. You don't think
They just had the first AD chopping up onions off the frame, and they just kind of stuck her face in it, and then roll the camera.
Is that like a behind the scenes trick?
I don't think so. No,
Oh.
I think
It's like, wow, Jiah.
I don't know.
yeah, you never
Okay,
know.
it felt sincere to me. It was nice to have that
kind of
moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. What is there to say? Not I love you.
It's
Nothing.
awkward. No, just like
a
a-
hug.
Love conquers all.
I mean, Zach does only give them 15 seconds to catch up before he decides to have his speech.
At that point, Mr. Belding is standing very closely behind Jesse. Like it's like,
Oh yeah, he's very close to her.
he's 19. What are you doing?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, she's
She's a showgirl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's very. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Yeah,
It was
Mr.
like-
Belding is very. He's
Very close.
yeah. And then another thing I noticed about this show that was different. No laugh track. None of that. Remember in the original show, Zach would break the fourth wall all the time.
Yeah.
He'd be talking to the audience. There's none of that. Because in the montage, they show a point where he's like looking at the camera and he's kind of mugging. He used to do that a lot, like a Ferris Bueller.
Like at the same point in every episode, like at the end of the episode, or just
No,
like,
he just
Not
was
always.
like, "Ain't I crazy?"
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like,
Hey, I'm gonna get
Jesus
Kelly to
Christ.
love me. It's really good.
It's good.
I'm sure it was great.
I'm just saying I could have used that in this because this is a very
Like one of
like,
these, like a timeout.
yeah, it's
with his hand.
It gives you a breather. He's like, yeah, he'll just like time out and everybody freezes and he'll just like talk to the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
You often,
It's like
you
a very.
often-
It's where they got the move from House of Cards from. They're like, yeah, Kevin Spacey did.
yeah,
this.
it was inspired by Saved by the Bell.
Watch some Saved by the Bell episodes.
Not
You also
Ferris
see-
Bueller.
No, you also see that a lot of improv 201 classes. They'll do like a timeout.
Oh yeah.
Sometime.
Yeah. Time out. Sidebar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is when there's a big focus on Zach and his dad. From the show, there was never a huge problem with Zach. Like his dad was disappointed, as any father would be, because your kid's a fuck up.
Yeah.
But
I can relate to that.
yeah,
Zach's a slacker.
yeah, and Zach the slack.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Zach says at one point, Zach calls him Zachary, and he's like, "You haven't called me that since I was a kid." Like that was never a part. Like I don't get why there was this big moment now of like.
There's already so much going on in this. Like, why do we need the conflict? But I guess they needed to have the big twist ending where, like, no, guess what? You're going to have a nice wedding instead of being in Vegas, and we have to create a conflict with your parents.
Yeah,
I don't know.
manufactured, but it still is better than just like, all right, you're making the right decision, son.
Yeah,
Let me know when to show up. I'll be there.
they hug it out
Just,
and everything.
just like cheering you on. Get some.
Now, do we think that Kelly and Zach had sex before they were married?
I don't know. They don't act like they ever have.
I think they have.
I think they have. I think in the universe of the show they have, but as people, they don't act like they're that intimate.
Okay.
I don't know.
It
But I mean,
if
if they're in college together,
They're boning.
they're definitely boning. Yeah. Does he even kiss her? Aside from the wedding?
like 3 or 4 times.
Does he even touch her in this? Does he have his arm around her at any point?
I mean, they're
Does he go down
playing
on her
chicken.
yeah. Does he sneeze in her salad at all? Ugh, sorry, Tammy.
It's fine. So then it cuts to outside of the hotel casino.
Yeah.
The wedding's over.
Parking lot there, yeah.
Yeah, we're back in the parking lot. Like, where did this wedding happen? I'm thinking it was on that golf course.
It was very green.
Probably,
It was
yeah.
very
Probably like as a production thing. It was like, oh, it's just
No
filmed the same
buildings in
place.
sight.
buildings.
All right, everybody, the wedding's over. Let's all reconvene in this parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Yeah.
Screech's goodbye speech. Have a nice life. Bye. That's it. That's last.
Very Screech.
Right.
Very Screech.
And this is the last Saved by the Bell property that. So
Well,
like,
there was like the new class. This is the last with
when did it,
this guy.
Okay.
the new
these
class
guys.
was nobody came back except for Belding.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last on-screen appearance of Screech.
This last
In the
these times
universe.
have played these people have played these characters.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
After that, Dustin Diamond wrote a tell-all book about the show, claiming he slept with over 200 women, including the vice
Porn.
president of the network,
Oh,
which a lot of it
Damn.
then people were like got mad at him for that, and he was like, actually my ghostwriter added a lot of that stuff in. That wasn't me. He
did porn.
did porn.
Apparently there was a sex tape, but then he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's not me. It was my stunt double."
Yeah,
Might have to do
Dustin
some
Diamond's
Googling.
a real fucking creep.
Let me just download that real quick.
Diamond. sex.
Then-
I also love it when they're outside waiting. Kelly is leaving her wedding, and she's wearing a black crop top, sports bra-y cutout shirt that like you shouldn't be wearing as you're exiting your wedding. There's no reason to wear that. And Zach has like a white shirt, with, like a big like suede vest on. Again, it's in Las Vegas.
Was this
And
the night after the wedding, or was this like
No,
the
'cause-
next day?
I think it was the same day because there's like behind them is our like wedding guests, like all dressed up still,
Oh,
and
right.
Slater has his suit on still.
Hang on, let's go just change real quick and then meet in this parking lot.
Yeah, we have to leave. The vacation
So
place.
weird.
And we find out that Kurt is taking Lisa to the Indian reservation,
Yes.
and their outfit choices are
Oh, that's a choice.
amazing.
Yeah. Lisa's like, hey, I figured if we're going to the Indian reservation, I might as well dress the part.
So she's wearing boots, like cowboy boots, either jeans, shorts, or pants. I can't remember. I think it was pants. An American flag bikini top, an open white shirt, and then she has a headband on.
Oh God, it's so bad.
Kurt is wearing a tie-dye shirt and jeans. Like he's wearing a tie-dye tank top, like he cut the sleeves off.
Yeah.
Jeans. Because if you know about the Americans,
Oh yeah.
they love that kind of fashion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's how they all dress, and they really appreciate. I'm just glad to see this representation happening.
Yeah.
In this show, you know.
It'd be so easy to just throw that away, but they really kind of
Yeah. Then Screech is
did right by them.
abducted by Diana Love, never to be seen again.
He catches the
Presumably
bouquet.
killed.
And Carla is coming back to LA. Carla
remember
also
that.
looks like Slater says that Carla's coming back to LA with him.
What was the connection between Carla and the mob? Did she owe them money?
She was dating, I think. She was
One of the goons
No,
or
she
something?
and she was I think dating Freddie Silver and then heard the plan about stealing the diamond.
That's kind of on them for like talking about this thing openly. You know, they should like,
Yeah.
let's go down the block. You know, let's cover our mouths up with our hands to block any parabolic of FBI recording. Let's talk about our secret plan to rob a diamond from a basement.
Helps to have, just in case you sneeze too. Just keep your hands over your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't go in the salad.
And that's the end of
That's it. It's a
Saved
quick
by the
little
Bell
synopsis.
Vegas vacation, Vegas
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I'm caught up on pop culture, just like 1 percentage point. you
Yeah.
know?
That's all you have to know, really.
So
And then Zach, played by
Paul Gosling.
yeah, what did he end up going on to do?
Oh, what hasn't he done?
He did a couple movies, right?
he
I
did
know
a
he's
couple-
divorced twice.
Is he? He has
He
like
got divorced
5
twice.
kids though now.
Yeah, I think he got divorced. Well, he's divorced once. He's had like 2 wives, and then he's like a sports car enthusiast. I read on Wikipedia.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's an actor though, still too.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. I'm just
on-
saying that was an off fact that he's just into cars.
Okay,
So that Tokyo drifting stuff was probably his idea.
probably yeah. He was in like a cop show.
Okay.
Now he's in Mixed Mixedish or something. It's like
Okay.
a spin-off of Blackish.
Oh, didn't he play a lawyer in
Yeah.
the show on USA too?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it with what's his face from Road Trip?
Oh,
Was that Rizzoli and Isles? We were just talking about this.
Zoe Niles.
No, what was
those are
what was
two
that
women,
show?
isn't it?
Oh yeah, that is two women. I don't remember.
he's in a lot though. He's doing a lot.
And then who played AC Slater? What was his name?
Mario Lopez.
Yeah, he I remember he was on that USA show where there were the cops on bikes.
What was
Right?
that called? Yes.
It's like Malibu PD or something.
Malibu
something.
Blues or
Bike
something.
Cops? It's
Bike Cops.
Called
Yeah,
Bike
he was on the
Cops.
show Bike Cops.
What are you
It was
overthinking
good.
this for? Bike
and now,
Cops.
And now he's on E now.
Yeah.
Like, right. He's like a newscaster on E.
And he's coming back to the new Saved by the Bell.
Oh, is this exclusive?
Yeah.
Nobody knows about this, right? Because you know somebody in the industry.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's going to be a new Saved by the Bell reboot.
This has literally not been reported anywhere else. Tammy's giving us an exclusive for Amusing
Exclusive.
Ourselves to Death. There's going to be a new Saved by
New
the
Saved by the
Bell.
Bell
Okay.
reboot coming.
this is what gets our podcast on the map. You know?
On the NBC app.
Yes.
It's coming out.
Oh, but the Peacock.
Peacock, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's called the
it's-
Peacock?
What's this called? Peacock.
Peacock
Ugh.
is the bird.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the
Yeah, but that's dumb.
it's
They're
like where
calling
the
it
Office
Peacock?
and Friends are going.
Is this called the Peacock streaming service?
Yeah.
Don't like that.
It's called Peacock. Yeah.
Well,
anyway, so what's the exclusive?
So they're coming out with a new Saved by the Bell show, and Slater and Jesse are in it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Zach might make an appearance,
Maybe.
maybe, and Kelly is not signed yet, but hopefully it happens.
Hopefully it happens. I don't know what I haven't seen her in anything since the show.
I
Really.
think she's like a
it is on
Netflix
Wikipedia.
mom.
I'm sorry,
Oh, she's a
not to downgrade this exclusive, but
It is on Wikipedia.
It is on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
What
you can
is?
edit this out. Edit this out.
What? Edit
does
this
it
out?
say?
Just for-
No, we're not gonna edit it out.
Revival.
All right, so it's not. It's not.
September's announced the revival is in the works.
All right, well.
Peacock, Berkeley, and Lopez reprise their roles. I didn't mean to.
We got scooped.
I didn't mean to sneeze in your salad. Damn it.
He's really sneezing
Not
on
the
our
first
salad.
time it's happened, Jaya. You're always
Look at that mic there.
But you got some.
the first time it happens, Jaya.
You've got some contacts in the biz.
the biz.
so-
Well, apparently it's just Wikipedia. because-
Well, you mentioned offhandedly last night. Maybe you might be able to sneak your way onto set.
maybe I was offered to come watch it be filmed, but
so do you know some of the creative powers?
I do. Yes,
Okay.
my husband's cousin is.
Oh, right.
Is Mark Pogossi?
It's Screech Powers, okay? It's Screech Powers.
yes. Oh, ew.
It's weird.
Is that who was going to be on the show that couldn't end up being on the show?
No,
a few weeks ago.
My friend
Okay.
Rachel. No,
Oh, your friend Rachel. Okay.
I would not bring to this.
Oh, sorry, Rach.
Rachel and I. That's who I would play the show with. We would hang from the balcony together.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, from the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jessie, of course,
Showgirls.
did Showgirls, which tanked, and I think ruined her career. Pretty
That's
much.
like a cult favorite, right?
I don't know. Maybe. Could be. I've never
Yeah.
seen it.
Apparently, there have been 21 novelizations based on the show.
Showgirl?
On Saved by the Bell. Titles include Zack Strikes Back, Class Trip Chaos, California Scheming, Zack's Last Scam,
I think you could get some of these in like the Scholastic Book Club.
Ooh, One Wild Weekend.
Computer Confusion,
Computer confusion.
That Old Zack Magic, Surf's Up, Screech in Love,
Ooh.
Exactly, and Silver Spurs.
Wow, so there's an extended universe. So
Oh,
the book,
yeah.
are the books canon?
I would think so.
Oh, well.
There's also some comic books that came out, including the Christmas and summer special.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
The
Any of
comic was generally not well received, with comic book critic Matt D. Wilson saying its characters' likenesses for the show stars were rough at best.
Please say that again.
Yeah,
What?
well,
I didn't understand any of that.
Matt D. Wilson saying its character likenesses for the show starts were rough at best.
I still didn't understand that. What?
Say it out of character.
Its character likenesses for the show's starts were rough at best.
Oh, okay. All right, got it. Thank you. I think I was more of a fan of Saved by the Bell. Well, oh God, it's like 10.
Lassie.
Saved by the Well.
It's like midnight. Saved by the Bell Hawaiian style.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I really enjoyed.
More than this one, you think?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Something about them being in Hawaii. Mr. Belding's there.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like it felt like more of like the old gang. It felt like more of like the spirit of the show, whereas this was kind of just like, this was a nice farewell in a way, but Zach and Kelly really wasn't the heart of the show for me.
Really?
No, it was the ensemble, you know?
So I did feel bad for the people who were in the college show.
Yeah.
Because once Kelly came back and they just, I guess, decided the show was going to end, everyone else's storylines got dropped.
Yeah.
It was instantly just like, no one cares about anyone else, just these two, lovers
Yeah,
in
fuck
love.
you all, yeah.
But I think like the fact that the show wasn't on that, like, what, 6 years, maybe 8 years? It wasn't on super
Only
long.
82 episodes for 4 seasons. Really not that much.
I
But,
do
like,
like
they
the
went-
complete series box set, which is shaped like a locker.
Cute. I have some of not that one though. But I felt like they did a lot in those. They went to Hawaii.
$40.
They got jobs at the Malibu Sands Surf Club.
Well, that happened.
They went to Vegas. Like, they did a lot in that time.
They did. Yeah, they had a very rich lives.
Yeah, the high school career was great. Our experience was great for them.
It was great, yeah. I do have a little goof. I went to the goof section of IMDb.
Oh, goofs.
There's a really good goof that happens. But the golf ball thing's in there, which AC Slater can't
Gets
count.
for yeah.
Very funny. But during the reception after the wedding, while Zach and Kelly are talking to their guests, one of the wedding guests, a female extra sitting at a table, can be seen counting with expression. Basically, she must have had trouble faking lip syncing a conversation with the other extras, so instead she counts from about 1 to about 30 and uses facial expressions to make it look like she's having a real conversation. So if we all go back when we all rewatch this,
Yeah, which we will.
There's a woman at the reception in the background counting 1 to 30, which I've heard watermelon is a popular thing to do.
Rhubarb.
And rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
Just say that over and over again. It looks like you're having a real conversation if you're playing an extra on set.
I'm gonna do that in
Rhubarb,
improv
watermelon.
scenes.
Yeah, I've used watermelon. Yeah.
We could do a whole episode on that, you know?
Watermelon.
Just rhubarb, watermelon.
Oh, okay. That'd be fun. All right, we'll do that for the Patreon.
Hour and a half, yeah.
Patreon, the worst shit that we make people pay for.
Yeah.
It's bad, folks.
It's bad, folks. Yeah, it's just you as Porky Pig. It's bad, folks.
And then you did a quality Screech today, and you also did a quality
Gilbert
Gottfried.
I'm Bert back. It's not even that good.
That's so good.
Man. Yeah. Well, that's Saved by the Bell.
Is that the only goofs?
Wedding in Vegas.
That was really the only goof aside from the golf ball one. I'm pretty sure.
I can't believe there's not so many more.
I'm sure the extra who did that, she's the one that actually added that to the IMDb.
Hey, does anyone know?
Noticed
I fucked this up
random
and,
extra. Yeah.
The
I wonder if she has her SAG card yet. You know, maybe she's looking for work. You know.
The trivia was just the series finale for Saved by the Bell, the college years. Wait, what? Oh, no, it was presented as a 2-hour television movie that aired in 1994. When aired in syndication, it's commonly split into 2 double-length episodes. TBS aired the episodes as 4 standard episodes, but because TBS aired a 2-hour block of Saved by the Bell every weekday morning, all 4 episodes typically air consecutively. That's some trivia.
So it was
some interesting trivia for you.
So it was shown for the first time on TBS. They're just saying.
No, on NBC.
Oh, okay.
It was like a movie, a
what I thought.
2-hour television movie, and then they split it up in syndication.
Love a good two-hour TV movie.
The show spawned 2 spin-off series, Saved by the Bell, The College Years, 93 to 94, a primetime series that follows several of the characters to college, and Saved by the Bell, The New Class, which aired from 1993 to 2000.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
That's so long.
There's so many different like cast things too.
That's crazy.
But like none of them were, and there was one kid I remember who was like a baby Zach. Like he had like the same kind of blonde hair, but he was so unlikable. Like, I didn't like anyone on those shows.
I watched the first episode of that, and then I was like, no. I think that was, I made the decision after that pilot. I was like, I don't care anymore.
No.
It's not Saved by the Bell.
I spent so many, like, that was my thing with Saturday morning TV shows. So I'd watch, like, I mean, I probably still watched all the Saved by the Bell and The New Class, but I would watch that. I would watch Hang Time, which is about, like, Oklahoma or Ohio. Some, like, basketball team, but they had one girl player, but they didn't have a girls' basketball team, so she got to play with the boys. So that was cool. It was called Hang Time. And there was, like, one called City Guys, about 2 guys who lived in the city.
Wow.
And then there was California Dreams, which was about a group of friends who were in a band in California.
Wow. And that's what you were watching at the time.
I watched a lot every Saturday morning.
Was this on TGIF when they show this? Like,
No. It was a Saturday morning thing.
yeah. I remember watching it at my babysitter's. We got to get out of here. Anyway.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was looking up the Dustin Diamond sex tape, and it's pretty boring. It's just him just kind of like unwrapping a dildo in a hotel room with a couple of prostitutes.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah. What? Not anymore. Well, there was some clips I was looking at.
Well, this has been a music.
Yeah.
ourselves to
Jai's
death.
watching porn over
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Is there a site you
Tami.
can get porn at? You guys know about? Like porn house, porn.
Go to xxxporn.com. Google Silver Whisker Saloon. Jiah, Tami, you got anything coming up you'd like to
Yeah.
plug?
Any plugs?
Regular shows? What do you got?
Sure, there's, well, I don't know when this is going to be on.
This is going to air in a couple weeks,
Yeah,
probably.
probably early January.
Early January 2020.
Oh, great. January 17th, I'll be on We're Good, You're Great.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah, that's on January 17th. January 18th is Tami Tonight.
Tami Tonight?
It's coming back.
Not tonight, but Tami
It's
Tonight.
not tonight. It's January 18th.
And that
It's
is
Saturday.
that is a game show.
It's a game show I
Correct.
created. Very fun. You were on it last time, Justin. Jiah was also a contestant.
I was a contestant just by random, I think. I put my name in a hat.
And then you just ate chips.
I got a
on
bag of
stage.
chips.
Yeah.
Hey, you got more than I got.
Yeah.
It's true. I didn't pay
I know.
you for it.
No, you know. I had a really good time.
I believe we also did like a picture. What's that thing where you draw pictures of people describing? And I was actually,
Pictionary, yeah.
I had to draw Yoda. This is way
Oh.
before Baby Yoda was a big thing.
Yeah,
And
that's
true.
You projected that,
So
yeah.
I kind of put it into the universe
Wow, you're right.
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Very fun show.
Yeah.
I had a very good time.
Highly
on
recommend
it.
it.
Definitely go check it out.
Yeah, that's January 18th.
January 18th.
I'll be on a staycation show. There's a the last
Staycation.
one is the first Saturday of February,
Yep.
unless we renew the lease.
Oh, who knows?
What's gonna happen?
Who
with
knows?
that?
You know what I would say if that got renewed? Wow. Really? Wow. Really? Really? Wow.
I've been going to every show and getting a punch card filled. So once I have,
Oh,
I believe 7, 8, I'll get a free sandwich. So
Yeah.
looking
Yep.
forward to
Soon,
going to
probably,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then I think like in February, like the 27th or 8th, it's another synced up show.
Is that what's the regular pattern for that? Is it the
It's
first?
like an every other. I'm not sure what it is. It's a
Bi-monthly.
random
It's a
date.
Friday
Bi-monthly.
night.
Thursday night. We kick off the comedy weekend.
Kicking it up.
like an
Thirsty
8 p.m.
Thursday.
show?
Wow.
I think it's an 8 p.m. show.
Yeah, I don't think they do 10:30s on Thursdays.
Hey,
Probably
Thursday 8 p.m.
That's
Pretty
a good
good.
slot. That's like that's when Friends was on. I think it was a
Yeah,
Thursday
it was.
8 o'clock. So
It was hey, that's prime time.
it's prime time. Got to watch TV.
Television's dead though, so you really have no competition besides maybe an open mic or
People
trivia
love
night.
people love leaving their homes in winter and going out and just
8
seeing
o'clock
live
at night on
entertainment.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool though. Seems like you got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
I'm
Tami.
excited. It's gonna be, I think 2020. It's gonna be good. 2020 experience.
Great. So yeah, you can go to steelstacks.org/comedy.
Org. Steelstacks.org.
Steelstacks.org. Go to steelstacks.org/comedy. So steelstacks.org/comedy to find out all this stuff. Correct?
Yeah,
And
I'm on there.
you're on there. Yeah, and then that's.
Thank you
Yeah,
for coming
thank you,
on.
Guys,
Tami.
thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me talk about my
Come
favorite
back anytime
TV
with
show.
more sitcom episodes, movies.
I have a lot of ideas.
Scratch and sniffs.
A good idea person, yeah.
Novelizations.
Big ideas. Yeah, I ate a lot of garlic tonight, so hopefully that comes through the speakers.
Yeah.
I lost my sense of smell, so I couldn't even tell.
Did you really lose your sense of smell?
I just don't use it. So I guess you
Don't
could say
use
Is
it.
that why you're what?
I didn't.
You can
you
smell
know,
when the
you-
gas was on and
you-
your wife burned
right.
alive?
That's why I'm a widower.
Oh, nice.
They say if you don't use it, you lose it.
If you don't usually lose, and I just never sniffed, so I just
You lost it.
I lost it. So thank you very much for listening.
I'm just typing on my computer now.
Have a
Oh yeah.
We'll
have
see.
yeah. Let's just end the show the way we always end the show.
see ya later.